Johnny. I had a bad dream. Don't be afraid. Bad dreams.
All right, let me stop this real
Time
quick.
you chose to be born.
Yo, what's good, everybody? Today is September the 26th, 2023. Most gracious Heavenly Father, thank you, God, for another opportunity of prayer. Thank you, God, for waking us up this morning, allowing us to see another day, oh God. I ask you, God, that you will bless this broadcast as well as our viewers and my guests and their families as well. We ask you, God, that you will be there to comfort and keep all those that have been affected by the storms over this weekend. And we ask you that you just continue to help us lift you up, magnify your name, and celebrate this hip hop. In Jesus' name we pray, amen.
Amen.
Yo, what's good, everybody? Thanks for tuning in. Y'all get in the comments. Let me know what streaming device you watching on, whether you on YouTube, whether you on Facebook or the Marvin Bennett Jr. Show on Facebook as well. The actual channel page. We're gonna get into it. I want to say again, I hope that everybody stay safe over the weekend with all the different storms in the different various parts of our country. Um, Hope everybody had a safe time. Shout out to all the teachers, the principals, administrators, and everybody else as well as we're back in school. Shout out to all the Pop Warner coaches and players and parents and team moms that's keeping our kids out of trouble, keeping them out of the streets, doing something positive. As you guys ramp up on your seasons, got a coach on here tonight. He announced on his page that this was his very first podcast. So I'm glad to be popping my little bro Cherry, but this won't be his last time because we got to get some.
Pause. I caught that.
That's big. We don't do that over here. That's Kevin Mason. That's
I'm gonna say I don't watch too much. It is what it is, man. It's no
that was a little spicy, but man.
Yeah, but everybody, shout out to everybody that's viewing as well, man. Everybody stay safe and y'all come on in. Let me know what streaming service you watching on. And if you haven't already, please tell everybody subscribe on the YouTube channel. That's the Marvin Bennett Jr. Show. I'm gonna be running something from now until the end of the year. Every week, the person that recommends or refers, I should say, everybody that refers the most amount of new subscribers during that particular week, y'all gonna get a $25 gift card. So let's ramp that up. Let's get these numbers up. Tell everybody about the show. With that being said, what's good, Toshiba? With that being said, we're gonna get everybody. I'm gonna introduce everybody, and we're gonna get into this. We're gonna start with my man T, being that he's late to the show. He's gonna give us his top 10, and then we're gonna break into this top 10 groups. But before I let him go, we got my cousin Jai, hip hop connoisseur, MC himself. Been on every hip hop show we've been doing so far. So this is like my co-host.
Peace.
We got Big Rock who wanted to chime in last week because Family Lamb used to have the rolling club on wheels back in the 90s. Nobody had a system like he did. And we was bumping much hip hop in that, riding up and down South Orange Avenue. What we do. So shout out to Rod. Got OG, big bro. He's the man himself. I mean, we just need to call him the man. He's plugged into the Irvington City Council, the North City Council. Got his own business ventures going on clothing line going on. That's nobody but my big bro Trent Fox. And last but not least, introducing new to the show, my man, being up there already got the title Southwest T, but that's what I call my little bro, Southwest T, represent Tennessee. He wanted to get on here and represent the South. So welcome to the show, T. What's good, T?
Thanks, man. Blessings for having me. It just stemmed from that last show. Y'all did a good thing, but I was like, I feel like the South had something to say. You feel me?
Hey, like I told Steve earlier, I said, hey, Andre 3000 said it best in '95. The South got something to say.
Yeah, you already know, bro.
Right, with those East Coast cats be trying to keep y'all out. But I'm like that, especially the older that I get, man. I'm appreciative of everybody's point of view, and literally until I moved to Little Rock, Arkansas, I could admit I was totally biased when it came to hip hop and East Coast hip hop, and even after I got there, and Jokers was trying to put me on to some of the South stuff, I was still
Yeah.
biased. A lot of it I couldn't get with, but it was some gems out there too. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So shout out to the South, shout out to Bum B, shout out to Scarface and the Ghetto Boys, shout out to NWA, Pimps. Who else was out there? You got Devin the Dude. The Midwest.
UGK.
There you go, UGK, all those guys.
Yeah, man.
I'll take it easy on that, man. Good night and all. Yeah, what's good, Joe? Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, so T, let's go ahead and get started with you. We're gonna bust it off with pause. we're gonna get it started with you and we're gonna get it started with you in your top 10 so you can catch up with everybody else.
All right.
So you got the list, right?
Yeah, I got my list.
Okay.
So pop it off with greatest rapper of all time, full body of work. For me, being from the South, it's gotta be Jay. Just from what the body of work collabs. He touched many people from, the North, South, Midwest. He was able to do it, and he's still going strong. So it's like, he kind of like my Tom Brady. I ain't no Pats fan, but I got to get that homage where it's due.
Okay, that's Jay-Z?
Yeah.
Okay.
He said Jay. Who'd you think? What Jay you think he was talking about?
I didn't hear him. I was picking up. That's what he said.
Yeah. Favorite rapper, gotta go with Pac. I was my big bro 10 years older than me, so I was kind of pausing by that Pac militant mindset. If you know me, you know how I am and how I rock. So that shit kind of hardwired to me, bro. Like, so Pac kind of how I move, but Jay is who I listen to and want to grow into type deal. So favorite female rapper. I can kind of put her as she was a battle between my most underrated, but she didn't get her just due diligence, was Shauna from DTP. As far as the lyricism from Chicago, like, I was like, and then she could actually put that Southern twang on it from being with Luda for so long. But I actually was just listening to a couple of her albums last week, and I was like, man, she just didn't get that publicity. She didn't get the publishing. Then all the stuff she was going through was when at the time he was Titty Boy was going through all that stuff with the DTP and changing his name. So yeah, I don't think she got her just due as far as like delivery, lyricism and all that. She can run down some stuff, man. So had to go with that on favorite female rapper.
And for those that don't know who Titty Boy is, that know other than 2 Chainz.
2 Chainz, yeah. We still call him Titty Boy down here, man. I done met that man a couple of cases personally. Like, literally been in the strip club next to him, burning it down. Just yeah. So
that's fire.
Yeah. Favorite rap group, that went so many ways, but I'm sorry, my upbringing was BG Family Free, Lil Wayne, them Hot Boys, man. You know what I'm saying? It was between. I really want to the Hot Boys and True, because I was like big on P, but they were more like single individual artists, and still they came out to form a group. But the Hot Boys started out as a group. BG dropped his first solo on the BG True Stories. I think I was probably about 7. My brother was putting me up on that back then, so I got to run with the Hot Boys on that. Favorite trap rapper, Jeezy. Jeezy for me, hands down. Young Jeezy.
Hey.
Yeah. I mean, if you got 412s in your trunk, I don't need to say more. If you don't roll with a pack and you got 412 in your trunk, I don't gotta go no further. As far as my trap rappers, yeah. But favorite rap under 30, I'm going with Gunna. I know he going through the whole snitching stuff and all that, but hey, the music is music. You know what I'm saying? He on or something. He came with kind of a different style. The flow, he got some similarities to some other albums, but his delivery is just, like I said, it's immaculate, man. You can't sell that man short. Like, his music is still his music to me. Favorite storytelling lyrics, got to go back to DTP, Ludacris, the wordplay, the antics in the videos, along with the lyricism. He bodied shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody ever came from that form of being kind of comical with their delivery and being able to send a message in a lot of music.
Hold on. I ain't trying to cut you off, but wouldn't that be more animated? Like
I'm saying as far as the storytelling lyrics, you know what I'm saying?
What song he told a story on?
You can listen to Runaway Girl.
Okay. Yeah, that was one. Yeah, you're right.
Even if you listen to the words and when I move, you move. You know what I'm saying? It's a silly kind of antic kind of song, but if you listen to the lyrics, it's like, shit, if you move how you move, you can make some stuff happen. You know what I'm saying? So, like, he never was a big, I wasn't a super big fan of him, but it was like, he always caught my ear to catch the lyrics that he was, in the stories he was telling. Like, so he actually got, you know, but it's more that, move, bitch, you know, that's more that forefront stuff. But them tracks that didn't make that mainstream,
right?
He telling some stories, you know, and then it's coming up from a DJ and having to actually prove itself in a rap game because people didn't believe in him, all that good stuff. So I went with Ludacris on that. Most underrated, 8 Ball and MJG. It's crazy how, as far as the Southern Streamline, that these guys are still booking shows, but they didn't get that worldwide publicity that they got. Like, it's like if you say UGK, I gotta kind of put, I mean, Pimp C gone, that's why UGK kind of get over 8 Ball and MJG, but I always put 8 Ball and MJG over UGK being from the South. Like, yeah, Bun B, Pimp C, they get my hand down, but as far as most underrated and not getting they just,
little boy.
to me, it got to be MJG on that.
All right, thank you.
Most overrated out of the South, and I know if anybody watch this, they gonna be ready to fight me. But old Gucci Man,
I ain't gonna fight you.
I hate Gucci Man.
I ain't gonna fight you.
Gucci Man. People be like, even when they had the verses, people, oh man, Gucci won. I'm like,
no,
man, y'all need to go watch that again.
Hell no.
So yeah, it was like most overrated, and man, people down here will boost Gucci Man till your ears fall off, and it's like, nah, bro, I'm not rocking with it. My girl probably watching this, she probably gonna have something to say about it. Yeah, the Southern women, you can't tell them nothing about Gucci. You know what I'm saying? So,
and I can't tell you nothing about Gucci because I don't know nothing. I don't know none of his lyrics.
Yeah,
I think he's trash.
Yeah, I know a couple of hooks. That's all I can give you. I ain't never bought. If I listen to Gucci, he was on some mixtape CD I done got or something like that. That's it. Okay. But yeah, most overrated Gucci Man. Favorite producer, man, Manny Fresh. Reason being,
who did you say?
Manny Fresh.
Manny Fresh.
Yeah.
Who?
Reason.
Manny
Fresh.
Oh, Manny Fresh. Got you. My bad.
Yeah. Cash money, Manny Fresh. I was actually getting into making beats and stuff at one point, and it was just like that sound he delivered. I was loving what he was doing with the Hot Boys, but when he started branching out, he actually produced a couple tracks for Jay-Z, and then produced some stuff for Fab on that the Murder Coming Threes mixtape. So it was like when I seen what he can do with an up north artist and how that elevated his sound on stuff, and it expanded his mind too. So it was like I was running with him, and then a lot of people probably don't remember Beats by the Pound. That was my guy too with Dre now.
Yeah, I know. Yep.
Yeah, so it was kind of neck and neck with them guys, and it's a lot of new guys I can mention, but like I said, I'm looking at entire bodies of work up to this point. It's just a lot of guys ain't really put in a lot of leg work like these dudes have. You know what I'm saying? So, favorite rap album of all time. I was like, I'm gonna have to come back to that one. That was a tough one for me.
Okay.
And favorite rap song, "Doing My Job" by T.I. I know a lot of people. That was on his first album, I'm Serious, but that was like my wake up and make it song. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? It was just so the lyrics, the delivery. It was actually like this man was rapping about my life at the time. So it was like that song has captured me to the point where I still wake up and that song is in my top 5 playlist of songs that play every morning. So yeah, that T.I. Doing My Job. Like I said, I know a lot of people, but it was on the I'm Serious CD. You know what I'm saying? One of his first CDs came out. So it's a lot of people from the South who they under 30, they probably don't even know about it. You know what I'm saying? But it's a tough song.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my top 10. That favorite rap album, though, I'll be able to come back to y'all with my final decision by the end of it.
Okay. That's
hard, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, you stayed humble on it. I gotta tell people, it's just like sports, anything else. This hip hop thing, Cuzzo, MC. I've been hearing his lyrics since the early '90s. You know what I'm saying? I've been hearing your lyrics since you and Steve hooked up.
Yeah.
I would love for you guys to hook up off this head, get a good beat and hear a nice Broadway Tennessee collabo.
Yeah.
That'd be fine.
Y'all some nice things, you know what I mean? And like we talking about, the whole unity type deal and all that kind of stuff here, just to get get a different perspective, a different sound, but meshing it all together. I think both of y'all will sound good together. So, like, I want to see how y'all can facilitate that, if at all. You know what I mean?
Oh man,
that'll be fine.
Easy money, man. I hit up Keys, man. Keys just send me some beats, man.
Yeah,
so,
shout out to Keys.
And that's the thing. It's crazy you say that. I was letting people chime in because people be like, man, when we get to talk about music, they be like, yeah, I heard you fuck with the music a lot. And I was like, yeah, you need to go listen to Michigan Ave on SoundCloud. I said I actually did a collab with my homie from Raleigh by way of Newark, and it was the North and the South. And when people hear it, they be like, man, that sound and how y'all was collabing, it's just that the juxtapose of deliveries, and then how your bro can take both styles and work both of them. So it was like he was using a cheat code, as I say. So yeah, and it was like I told him
Little Rocket in North Carolina.
Yeah, he was using all that, putting all that in. And I told people, I said, man, that was like it was the funnest mixtape I done with somebody, but it was like you had to be on point because it was like I'm solely the guy on here from the South. So I want everybody, when they hear my voice, they, I got my man T on here,
Right.
Steve used to even say, he was like, when he let his homies hear it, they be like, man, I ain't trying to hear that. But then when they start hearing the lyrics, they like, oh, even Keys was like that. Keys was like, man, he can. But then when he put a beat on, I hit him with like 38 bars off the bat. He was like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, bro. So it was like on some on point. And then, I mean, we built a catalog, a small catalog in a matter of a month. Like,
that's dope.
And I don't even big him up like that, even though he little bro. Just because I think I already know people gonna think I'm biased, but I'll put my baby brother up against anybody in the battle, yo. Boy got.
But you are biased.
Nah, well, I am biased, but I don't promote it, but it is. Even if he wasn't my little brother, because my son will tell you when it comes to sports coach, like I said, when it comes to that coaching, just because you're my son don't mean you're gonna get no playing time.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm one of them jokers. I love hip hop like I love sports. I'm true to the game, bro.
I'm not. Listen, if I'm your son, I don't want to be on your team. I can't get no playing time. Why am I even on the team if I ain't gonna get no playing time?
Oh, but let me know my son get mad burn.
Yeah, I ain't gonna front. If I'm your son, I'm on your team. I ain't getting no playing time. You're gonna have to hear from your wife. You're gonna have to hear from mommy.
You're
gonna have to hear from mommy, and I guarantee you, I get playing time.
I guarantee you won't. We'll be divorced first, which we are now. Because football comes first.
Listen,
Right.
Football comes
Hilarious. That
Right.
is fucking hilarious.
So
listen,
you gonna find him out.
me and mommy gonna put the screws to you.
Hey, I'm like Dion, baby. You got to earn your time around here, baby.
Yep. For
No
real.
nepotism when it comes to sports.
Oh yeah, hey man, look, year 4 last was crazy. I had one of them moms who be wilding out, right? So we actually we used to have the parents meetings, and I used to you got parents from the hood, like, look, y'all can't just beat your kid down and y'all leaving me on the field to lift them up. So parent was, oh, this and that, my son, the best thing ever smoking. I said, you know what? Hey man, I told us in front of her, I said, come on down here. Take that shit off take my equipment off of them. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, I'll see y'all next year. They were like, huh? Yeah, y'all done. Y'all see y'all next year. I ain't got time for that. You know what I'm saying? But what's crazy is he come back next year and win MVP for me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So like
she told you he was the best thing moving, but you ain't want to hear.
But he couldn't be coached because of his mama was like, if you tell him, oh no, I need you to read the keys because you looking slow out here right now. Like you can be the best, but if you can't be coached, you're gonna be slow as shit. Like I tell kids all the time, man, you can be I can find 38 of y'all out here. You know what I'm saying? Easy. I can find 38. If you a dog, I can go find 38 dogs in the city. Like I'm connected to that many people when it comes to that youth.
But you definitely got to be coachable.
Yeah, like, and that's why I tell them, like, when you get to the next level, like when you go in college, go talk that shit to your coach, and he got, you playing receiver, and he got these $5 behind you, just waiting for an opportunity. So it's just, from that point now, he actually a freshman in high school now. One of 3 starting ninth freshmen. You know what I'm saying? On a varsity team, like he really was like that, but he just needed to be humble. His mama needed to be humble. She a better person for it now herself. She always thanked me, but yeah, like that youth league sports, it run deep. Like I always told you, your brother know, like, yo, that's what saved my life, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I get shot in the middle of some shit and lose scholarships, and coach come like, nah, we gonna rehabilitate you and get you right. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, yeah, it was a real pivotal point. Like I could have just went ahead and went straight to the streets completely.
Right.
So yeah, that run deep, man. Them mamas though, they can be hell, but you got to get them a straightening too, like the Migos say. Ain't nothing but a little bit of straightening.
Yeah. That would definitely get you back on. We do one of these Pop Warner shows and just the benefits and all that kind of stuff there.
Yeah.
All right, so who want to start it off with they top 10 for group?
I set it off.
Well, you good?
I got my top 10.
You good? You can set it off.
I based my top 10 off of 2 MCs actually in the group. Going by the chemistry, just being a lyricist, MC, flow, for their wordplay, and basically their chemistry is based off a lot.
Okay.
So my top 10, I say no particular order,
Okay.
but I got Houdini.
Ooh. Yeah.
The Fugees. I have Red and Meth. Outkast. Mobb Deep. The Locks. EPMD. Run DMC. I said, did I say the Fugees?
Yeah.
You said the Fugees already.
Okay. A Tribe Called Quest and Wu-Tang.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what's crazy is I might as well go ahead next. I'm gonna let y'all go. I'm only gonna go next because we got 9 out of 10 to say. Right? And like you say, my criteria was sort of the same because I didn't really talk to y'all about it. But when I say groups, I mean duos, groups, collabos, all that kind of stuff there, chemistry, longevity, all that kind of stuff there. So for me, Mine gonna be and like you said, no particular order. I'm just saving number one for number one because they number one. But
Sidebar though, I just wanted to say something.
Go ahead.
On the group part for me, I picked the Hot Boys, like I said, but I never really put Outkast in anything because out here Outkast is legendary. They not even on no levels or no list or nothing. They're a whole separate entity. Like they the ones who broke it through kind of for everybody. You know what I'm saying? As far as that mainstream representing the South deal. So they like here go everybody right here, and they way over there somewhere, and that's Outkast. That's Stankonia over there. You feel me?
And why you on it? Why you giving them their props? Shout out to the whole Dungeon family. I ain't got no problem with that.
Yeah.
That's another thing I didn't do because I didn't want to do Rough Riders and Boogie Down Production. And
exactly.
I didn't want to do that, bro. So that's why I just kept it to mainly a duo. Like you know what I mean, the two or more.
Okay. So for me, I got and I gotta replace one because I ain't got no ladies, right? But I got Meth and Red, I got Houdini, I got Outkast, EPMD, Mobb Deep, Wu-Tang, Tribe Called Quest, the Fugees, and number one, I gotta go Run DMC just because of who Run DMC is and what they meant to hip hop. Like we were talking about last week, taking it to the next level, taking it behind the hood, taking it behind Hollis, taking it behind the South, taking it behind the West, taking it. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like shout out to them. But honorable mention, but just because I didn't have any ladies, I got to go Salt and Pepper too. Salt and Pepper got to be in the mix somewhere just to represent some females. You know what I mean?
Well, don't throw them in there just to represent.
Yeah. Hold up, you said the one that you didn't say. I think you said I'm trying to think. You said somebody, but instead of who you had for number 9, for number 10, I had Naughty by Nature. Just because of the anthem strength alone, like we were talking about. Like Naughty by Natures are the kings of the anthem. Like, I
wanted to put them. Trust me, just being from Jersey, I wanted to put them in the. Just Trench being one of my favorite MCs, I wanted to put them in the category. But Ben Rock is not. He don't rap. He's more of a hype man, like Flavor Flav or Spliff Star. Like somebody. Like I didn't.
I'll say this. Vin did more rapping than Spliff and Flavor Flav put together.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
He probably did. Yeah.
He wasn't one of the best lyricists ever. Like I said, I started out to put him in there, but I did on the strength of all.
He's not even the best. He's not even the best repeater.
We talking about groups, not individuals.
Yeah.
That's why Naughty didn't make my list. That's like Gangstar or Eric B. and Rakim or Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. If it wasn't two MCs in the group, I just didn't. They just didn't make my list, bro. I didn't want to categorize them as a group
like that.
Hey, that's another reason I rock with the Hot Boys. 3 out of the 4 members had solo albums that went platinum, and then they came back together and made more group albums.
That's fire. I didn't even know they had 4 albums.
Yeah,
word is long.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah, you know they had one that wasn't produced. Like the last album, it was produced, but it didn't drop. You had to have like exclusive rights to listen to it. Like,
oh wow,
yeah, because that's one time everybody was making 100 million. So, you know,
ain't they coming back? Ain't they supposed to be working on the album? Ain't they?
Yeah, they supposed to actually be working on an official last album because they never fulfilled their duties with Cash Money. You know what I'm saying? That's why that last album was an unofficial album. So they still got to do.
That's including Turk.
Nah, I think they trying to get rid of Turk.
Yeah, but you know that was just some monetized stuff. But as far as the group, the brothers, they welcome Turk with open arms. They don't like. But
okay.
That's why I tell people like you got Juvie, BG, and Wayne. They all had platinum albums. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts.
So it's like to do that and then come back together and still make a platinum album after you done did solo albums. Ain't nobody out here really done that like that. And they was a legit like group that got out. They were, they from different hoods, but they came together and then, you know what I'm saying? They made magic.
And we're gonna probably get a little bit more of that a little bit later too when we get to this whole East Coast versus South and the mentality overall, because I think that's a conversation, that's a real good conversation to be had, because like you say, growing up in Jersey, a lot of these, like, we didn't know these jokers had 4 albums and things of that nature there, but we're gonna get back to that after everybody gets a top 10. Who you got, Rock?
I'm gonna do it like this. I ain't gonna lie. I don't even have a list right now, so I'm going off the top of the head. I got. Now I don't know if you consider them a whole group. The Juice Crew. You gotta go with like.
What about Juice Crew? Yeah.
You gotta go with them. I mean, you had like how many people in that group? That if you gonna consider them a group,
I'm going with group. I don't think they see. I think that's a rap crew. They were like Rockefeller or Rough Riders.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. So I don't know if you consider a group. I'm going with the Locks.
No criteria. Ain't no right or wrong. There's no criteria.
I'm going with the Locks.
Okay.
Run DMC, of course. Mobb Deep. Now I'm going real deep in this one. MOP.
Okay.
So that's 5. I'm going with Q-Tip and them. I gotta go with them.
Tribe.
Yeah.
Tribe Called Quest. I gotta go with them. EPMD, of course. Man. Outkast. You gotta go with them. They gotta be in the top. And they now you got me.
Now you got 8.
Now you got me. I'm gonna just go when y'all say something. I'll be like, okay, that's one of them. I could go like that, so. But yeah, I'm gonna go with that. I'm sure some more, but I'm just right now. I don't.
Right now you gonna run with that 8.
I'm gonna run with that 8.
All right, who you got, Trent?
Me?
Yeah.
Fugees.
Okay.
Naughty. Wu-Tang. Run DMC. EPMD. Salt and Pepper. Outkast. MOP. Nice and Smooth. The Locks. Onyx.
Oh. Okay.
You just named 12 groups.
11.
It's hard, bro.
That was 11.
I feel like y'all let me down.
You know, and I'm gonna give you 12. Pete Rock and CL Smooth.
Are they groups? There's only one you see in that, bro.
Oh no. Pete Rock and CL Smooth was a group.
He got on a couple of tracks, but he wasn't.
He got like 2 rounds his whole career.
Ain't nobody. Is there a Pete Rock album?
Pete Rock. No, we talking groups, not individuals.
Yeah. Now I'm just saying because y'all saying that Pete Rock rapped. He was on a couple of track songs, but the nigga wasn't no rapper. He wasn't no RZA.
It's still a group. RZA. Don't get me started on RZA.
Hey, did any of y'all fuck with Rob Bass and Easy Rock?
Nah.
No, I don't think they're in my top 10.
They were jumping down here like
they
that.
were not in my top.
He had skills, but Easy Rock was just the hype man.
Easy Rock was just a DJ.
He was a DJ.
Like, as far as Rob Bass, we kind of was like with the EPMD, we kind of put Rob Bass kind of up there with that group. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You can't do that.
No.
They were getting that stream down here. So
if I'm gonna do that,
they were getting played, but
if I do that, I go with Audio 2.
So,
Audio 2 got 2 songs. You gotta go. Nah, we're not doing that, man. We're not doing that, bro.
So Audio 2 makes it for me.
Yeah.
This is an unbiased question because y'all
Audio 2
I just saying where you stand.
Listen, Finesse
You're right.
Easy Rock wasn't a rapper though.
I mean,
that's not a group, bro.
No,
Just-
no,
just-
my
Nice
God,
and smooth.
Prince wasn't a
like,
group.
Some more.
I'm saying like
There gotta
I
be
ain't
two
hearing
more
no
MCs
Rob
to
Bass,
be
Easy
bro.
Rock nowhere. So I was just
Because
asking.
I'm-
You see what
like,
I'm
Finesse,
saying? No.
hold on.
But I'm
Finesse
saying,
and Sequence was a group, bro.
yeah,
Finesse
No,
and
I'm not
Sequence.
talking about
Yeah.
them.
yeah.
I'm talking about CL Smooth, Pete Rock. I'm talking about Rob Bass and I'm talking. That's like Gangstar. Gangstar is not a group. It's one MC on out of the duo.
One MC
So
and
it's a
one DJ.
rapper and a DJ.
Listen,
I'm like you, John.
So
That's my
it's a rapper and a DJ.
listen,
That's the
and,
group.
and I understand
I want-
that.
like
But you
him
gotta understand, Pete Rock, he was MC as well as a producer.
All right. He was a whack MC. So I'll let the. All right. He was a whack MC.
Pete
All right, I'll
Pete
chalk
Rock
it
is
up
the
to that.
equivalent to RZA.
I could quote a RZA rhyme. I cannot quote no Pete Rock verse. Nothing. Not even a bar. I'm not even gonna hold you. Like I'm not even gonna hold you. I can't tell you no Pete Rock line. Nothing.
Pause, man. Y'all
And
getting
he
off
was
the
on-
pause.
And he was on.
No, we're not
bangers.
getting off too far. Listen, if you rhyming, you part of the group.
Yeah.
Easy Rock ain't never
Oh,
rhymed.
come on.
Eric B ain't never rhymed.
Who?
I said easy, like you said, Easy Rock ain't never rhymed. Eric B ain't never rhymed. You know what I'm saying?
Neither did Jazzy Jeff. So how?
Exactly. Neither did Jazzy Jeff.
So that's
But-
one MC and a DJ. That's not
right.
a
It was
group.
one exactly. It was one MC and a DJ. But
One
Vinny,
MC is a
Michael
group.
Jordan
Beastie
and Scottie
Boys is
Pippen,
a
man.
group.
yeah. Hey, listen.
Hot Boys is a group. Like these is
Don't get
all.
Like, yo, they was my boys. But Pete, I have never ever, and I got a chance to meet him before too. I have never, when I met him, I didn't approach him like, yo, thanks for your contribution to hip hop as an MC. It was thanks to your contribution as a producer.
Yeah.
Chocolate Boy Wonder. It wasn't no rhymes that he said, like you said. I can't
Listen.
get no Pete Rock rhyme off my head.
Here's what needs to be understood. Just because you can't quote it doesn't mean he didn't do it.
What?
But if you go back and look up, their discography, again, you look it up while Terry giving me his top 10. Look and see how many songs Pete Rock and CL put out that Pete Rock actually rapped on.
Look at the Hot Boys. They weren't a complete group. They were a crew. They weren't a group. They were a crew, just like the Juice Crew.
Yeah,
Cash Money was a crew.
but they all
Limit was a crew.
But the Hot Boys have albums together. They have albums together. That went platinum.
And they got 3, not 4. My bad. They got to do the 4th one to
Yeah,
fulfill
but
that.
see,
That was what I
You
meant.
saying they got albums together? Everybody we mentioning got albums together.
Yeah, but nah.
Yeah.
Facts. But that's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying that they all did do solo stuff. That's like Wu-Tang all did solo stuff, but they were still a group. They originally started off as a group. Hot Boys was a group.
They were a crew.
Yeah, no, there was a group.
No, that was a group.
They dropped as a group. Before
Cause,
Juvenile was solo, they was a group. The Hot Boys was a group.
Like, if I ain't mistaken, I want to say like Juve from like they all from New Orleans, but they are from different parts. Like
right,
you know what I'm saying? Like they
Uptown and
Wayne and Turk kind of like 17th Ward downtown. BG Valencent Magnolia. That's kind of like I know like kind of Marva understand like being from okay, when I came down there, like Turk could be from Turk and Wayne from Raleigh, and then Juve from Winston-Salem, wherever that's at. But they all kind of close in the same, but they all repping kind of the same.
Right.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, when it came to the South, if you wasn't Outkast or Luda, I really wasn't checking for you.
Right.
What? Point blank.
To your point, we're gonna get into that in a second. But I got a question for both of y'all, both of you, John and T, because T, you started to give us your top 10 group too. But Mark said, "What's good? Didn't Pete Rock invent the offbeat rhyme style?"
No. We gonna stop that, man.
Listen. I can't give him that credit.
No.
I listen. Wait, you see, we all chuckling, right?
You know I wanted to mention them too, Dodge. They get an honorable mention. Dodge Effects. Like
There
Dodge
was five. Yeah, there was five.
Dodge
There's a lot of
Effects.
groups. That's why Black Moon didn't make my list because it's all
Ill and Now
one MC.
Scratch.
yeah, Black Moon. Black Moon, Swift Western, the whole boot
Yeah,
camp.
there was
Like,
five. There was five.
Yeah,
They didn't make
fire,
my
but
list.
what about Ill and Now Scratch?
No,
Nah,
stop.
it got to make my
They're
list.
doing 2 songs and they getting off stage. I'm telling you now, bro. You're doing 2 songs and goodbye.
That's
They
not
let you do 2 songs and goodbye. I'm telling you, bro. And they don't have a yo, you know who got a catalog that you mentioned? That I should have put on my list? That was fire. It had dope. Nice and Smooth was dope, bro.
No, Nice and Smooth was it.
Like they had
But see,
chemistry.
my
They
thing
got
is this.
songs.
I'm also like, because I never said what I was basing my criteria off of. I'm basing my criteria off of how they bounce back and forth off of one another.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. The chemistry.
You understand?
Yeah, the
Ill and Now Scratch bounce back and forth off of one another flawlessly.
What about Bones? I'm surprised nobody said Bones.
We rock
Bones.
with them,
Nobody
but
said Bones.
Yeah.
I wasn't
I only listen.
ready for my comedy part yet.
I only had 10.
I was gonna mention them when I got to my comedy part.
He said
Yeah.
I only had 10.
I only
He
had
16.
10.
He said I only got 10.
I only had 10. And you know, I went to my 10 was actual music that I actually listened to.
Okay.
Right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying?
Me too.
My 10 is like what I actually listened to.
Albums
like-
that I actually bought, singles.
Right.
Yep. I actually played.
If you
real shit.
if you like, yo, I still listen to Run DMC. I still
Facts.
listen to Wu-Tang, EPMD, Naughty, Salt and Pepper, Outkast, MOP, Fuji,
It's-
Nice and Smooth and Lock.
Is
I
Slick
still
Rick- is
listen
Slick
to
Rick
them.
and Dougie Fresh considered a group?
Yeah.
Yes and no.
Yeah, I would put them in, like, because we both said Meth and Red, so I would definitely consider Slick Rick and.
Yeah, Red and Meth got 2 albums together.
Yeah.
They got
Yeah.
platinum singles together. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shit,
Slick
I ain't
Rick-
gonna lie, down here we thought Meth and Red was a group before we found out they
Yes.
weren't really a group. Like,
Yeah.
Get him play too.
yeah.
Now you know.
When I first moved down here, I was about to fight it. I would fight one of my coworkers over. This nigga was like, "Oh, Redman is part of the Wu-Tang Clan." Like, my nigga, no, he's not.
No, he's
from
fucking
Jersey.
not.
Them niggas from Staten. He's like, "Oh, don't tell me this." I said, "First, lower your tone." and then
You
connect
did
to
sound
Redman. We can finish this conversation. If not, I'm gonna show you, what Jersey really about. It's just crazy, bro. How you gotta introduce yourself down here,
Yeah.
bro.
Hey, I ain't
Hey,
gonna lie.
John,
To this
check
day,
this
you
one
gotta
out, right?
remind me that Meth ain't part of the Wu-Tang Clan. Like, straight
Yeah,
up.
bro. They really thought that.
Yeah.
check this one out, right? I was on Instagram, right? And
Them your pajamas right there.
a dude had Redman up there, and he inboxed me, right?
Right.
I'm like, yo, what's good? Oh, I like trying to reach out to my fans. I'm like,
Exactly.
nigga, fan? Motherfucker, I know you.
Exactly.
Like, nigga, normally I can pick the phone up and fucking call you.
Right.
So I hit him with the 52 fake out. I said, Joe, what's that block we used to be on? This nigga was like, well, in Staten Island.
Oh no. Oh no.
I said, nigga, get the fuck out of my inbox.
Yeah.
Red
Yeah.
ain't from motherfucking Staten Island, nigga.
Yep,
What the fuck is wrong with you?
They infamous for that.
Yeah, motherfucker. Nigga, I lived on Cedar, he lived on Grand.
Exactly. Hey, so let before we get into the whole other conversation I want to get into, go ahead and mix it up, T. Give me your top 10.
Top 10 top 10 group artists, period.
Yeah,
Groups.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay, yeah, I gotta go. Hot Boys, 8-Ball, MJG, Rakim.
Not a group.
I'm saying to us down here that we identified them as group. We thought they were.
That's not a group.
Rakim coming so hard with lyrics, we ain't really paying attention to what the other guys doing. We just like, yo, they hard.
Y'all be wrong.
But that's to show you how powerful and how much homage I give Rakim, because he was enough to carry it as a group.
But he wasn't. He wasn't.
It's the same argument as Phil Pete Rock up in there.
Yeah, so it wasn't like, I ain't gonna lie.
At least Pete Rock spit lyrics. Eric B ain't spit no lyrics.
I don't think Eric B said an ad-lib on the album.
Eric B voice.
Yeah.
You don't know what his voice sound like if you ain't been to one of his live.
Eric B most vocal shit of the album is Yo Rob. I'm gonna go get my girl and we gonna be out of here. Peace. That's it.
Yes.
That's it.
Only time he spoke on the album.
Hey.
But that's to show you how busy Rakim was, man. So but I can't really. I ain't gonna lie. I can't, because it wasn't too many groups, and like you said, down south we wasn't fucking with that. If you come together and collab and y'all do an album, you just do that. Like how y'all saying that's a DJ and an artist. If two individual artists come together and make an album, y'all not a group to us. Like, so we was like, True, that was, P, Murder, it was his brothers. So I gotta go with True, Hot Boys. Ooh.
Hold on, let me address this real quick. Mark said, he said, I think the DJ is part of the group. Then he said, is Jam Master Jay not part of Run DMC?
No, it's called Run DMC and Jam Master Jay.
Exactly.
Hey,
listen.
But
listen. Okay, let's break it down. Let's break it down right quick.
I would consider Jam Master a part of the group. But you got killer MCs. That's the difference.
Listen, let's break it down right quick, Marv.
DJ.
Let's break it down right quick. We know the DJ is part of the crew. We know that.
There's
but
a DJ
we're not talking about, but for this conversation, we're talking about individuals that actually rhymed on the track more than once.
Yeah.
Got you.
We're going to give them more than once.
That's why I don't got 10.
Like I'm talking actual, they spit actual bars.
Yeah.
Facts.
That's what we're talking about.
Like
yes, we all know Jam Master Jay and Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. Back then, it was all about the DJ, not the MC.
Right.
So yes, are they groups? Yes. But are they rap groups that we're talking about for this particular top 10? No.
Yeah.
And that's all I was saying. Like 2 or more MCs. If it had 2 or more MCs that rapped on the album,
yeah, like it. That's what
you ain't nothing but a hip hop snob, Jay.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I can't. I don't got too many groups like crews that, and like I said, like Juice Crew, all that stuff. I'm younger. My brother was hipping me, but my brother was sitting scratching and shit, all that up. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of how I got hip to that. But it's like I say, when Outkast come out, and I come up during that time, I really like A-Ball, MJG hot, Outkast hot, that whole Suave House movement. Then you can dabble in a little bit of that slip and slide in Miami. Then you add in David Banner down in Mississippi. You got to think, like, I'm plagued with the South. Like, so it's like a lot of these guys, by the time the Hot Boys was the last real actual group outside of like B2K. Like an actual group that wrote together and made music together versus 2 solo artists who had a solo career. Then like, let's go.
But you gotta listen. All the groups that we spit out were actual rap duos and trios and more.
Yeah. Like
Omar, you said so. Are you just listing MCs from a group? Not really. Like you could like. First of all of this, like we always say, like I always say on all these shows, there is no right or wrong. It's just everybody has a different criteria.
So
He
Right.
said slip and slide. He was wrong.
So like Josh said, for me, like personally, I thought Kid and Play. Kid and Play was. I wouldn't put him in the top 10 all time, but Kid and Play was nice. But when I'm talking like Jazzy Jeff and Fresh Prince,
Kid and Play was game changers.
yeah, absolutely.
Hell yeah.
Trendsetters.
Absolutely.
Man,
But
they had us all wearing slacks and button-ups. We ain't do that shit like that. Doing a little leg kick shit. Nobody down. We were rocking Jabos and Reeboks. Come on, bro.
Well, Kid and Play is before your time.
Yeah,
Kid and Play is before your time, youngin.
I'm saying, like that's how influential they was, because it was people doing like we was always with the it was the Dickies with the Cortez Nikes, but when Kid and Play them came out,
nah,
man, let me go.
You gotta understand. Kid and Play was out before all of that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But you still have. That's what I'm saying. We come back then in the South. You rocking Dickies, Cortez Nikes, and then the hot boy. So like you got dudes who were wearing some creased up ass Dickies with some Cortez on with a blue or red flannel, and now you might see them in some slacks with some dress shoes on with a high top goddamn flat top. So
that's because they coming late to the game.
To the South, yeah, they changed the game, so I can't leave them out. Me personally, I just never really listened to none of their music. I was more into their movies.
Yeah, but if you go back, even within the movies, House Party, Kid was killing Play in the battle scene.
Kid was that guy.
Kid had skills on that with that pen, bro.
Yeah.
Well, Play didn't. Kid wrote most of the lyrics on the
exactly.
Yeah.
On the album.
All right, listen. I'm reaching right here because y'all mentioned House Party. Do y'all remember Groove Be Chill?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. Long as you remember.
I had to do my
before Chill was
before he paralyzed him,
Yeah. He's paralyzed. Yeah.
Both of them are tough.
Yeah.
They was nice.
Yeah. Ruby, he could dance.
Andre Harrell wouldn't have signed you if you wasn't nice, bro.
Definitely.
And that's the thing too.
Heavy D.
Oh yeah, Mar, that's a shout out too. Mar, Mar the elder statement. Mar do how to name that. None of us thought of it. He said UTFO. There was some pioneers too.
They was
they definitely were game, but you said only 10, man. You shouldn't have said 10. You shouldn't have put a cap on it. You put a cap on it. So I went with my 10 face.
17.
He did like
I said I got him for 12. And if you listen, and if John wouldn't have stopped me, I'd have kept going. I'd have probably been at 50 right about now.
Yeah.
I ain't stopped you. I just wanted to let you know you was over 10. That's all.
I'm just saying, man.
You like, bro.
I kind of want to say it because I want another drink, but we want 3-4 hours.
What about Stetsasonic?
Stetsasonic.
Oh my God.
X-Clan.
X-Clan. There's a lot of groups.
With the key.
De La Soul.
I definitely made my 10.
They ain't make my 10, but De La Soul was 5.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So,
Greg Knight.
Hey, John, that's what we're going to do. We're going to blame the host.
Word, I'm with you with that. I'm with you.
Leaders of the new school. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Leaders of the new. Come on, we gonna blame you,
Brothers.
Yeah, the Jungle
Brothers.
Yeah, you can't
exactly.
do top 10
Jungle
groups,
Brothers.
man. That's too
motherfucking
hard.
Brand Nubians.
It's hard to do.
The gods, I forgot.
Yeah, I need a year. I need a whole year to make a top 10.
Poor righteous teachers.
It's like y'all running out groups that we ran with. We, you know what I'm saying? Like we fuck with tough in the South. Like so, it's like yeah.
So imagine how hard it was for me, John Bell, the first episode when we had to get to the top 5. You wasn't even doing 10.
It's like
top 5. That's easy,
bro. Some shit. And I'm like, oh shit.
Listen, I'm gonna give you my top 5 of all times. You ready?
This groups of rappers.
Both.
Okay.
Dylan, and Dylan.
I should say fire, man.
Spit hot fire.
Spit hot fire.
You're too close to me, man.
Oh,
word up.
Look, I want to transition into that too. That's why I was glad I wanted to make sure I had T on here and Ja on the same exact show too. Because, like I say, one of the things that I've always said when it comes to hip hop is the scene in the Notorious that we all know that happened, right? And I got a personal take on that because I was feeling Big. I remember hearing the interview when Big was up in Canada and they asked him about E40. And he's like, no disrespect to E40, I don't know if he's good or bad. I don't listen to him.
Right.
You know? Because we wasn't listening to that. That's not a diss where we come from. Right?
No.
They took it as a fact. And that's exactly it. I'm not going to judge you if I don't know anything about you.
About you, yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's why I said what I said about Gucci Mane earlier. I can't tell you none of Gucci Mane. I know he got a name, but me personally, I can't tell you no Gucci Mane song. So I don't know if he's good or bad.
That's why I thought
we all on the same boat with that. If somebody put a gun in my head and said, "Man, you got to spit one Gucci bar," I'm a dead man.
Me too, bro.
Listen, we all listen. It'd be all of us.
Yeah,
I'm a goner.
But that's like I said. When it comes to the South, if you ain't Outkast or Luda,
yeah,
I wasn't checking for you.
Right, and I mean, we had a lot of stuff bumping from up north. So it was like we'll hear one song, and then once you get the what was the Lime Wire and all that, we might you got people like me who will go. You had some people gonna download that one hit that we hear down here and put it on a mixtape with a whole lot of Southern songs. I was actually going downloading their album, so like it was just different. You know what I'm saying? Like damn, like and then
but
I was one of the
when I actually moved to the South. Like I said, I was still biased. Like I'm not listening to this. They're like, nah, big bro, just check out his lyrics. Yeah. And every once in a while, I would slip through the crack if I'm riding with somebody else and they playing it on. I'm like, yo, man, turn this shit off, man. Well, every once in a while, a song would become on like, yo, who is this cat? Okay, this cat, he might be from the boonies. This dude got skills. You know what I mean? And one of the things that, especially for us from the inner city, and I realize in the South that you got country parts that are straight hood, right? But the difference is, I think a lot of times what we identify with is what we're familiar with.
Right,
you know right. That's why if you go back to Redman, his very first album, I used to always steal some of Red because down in North Carolina they ain't get stuff to 6 to 8 months later. So I would come down here spitting some Redman lyrics like they was mine.
Out here perpetrating the fraud.
Like a ball, yo.
That's hilarious.
But one of the things that they always told me on his very first CD, Rated R&B in particular, was a lot of those things when Red would say something like, "I catch the 31 up to the A." Like if you wasn't from Newark, you didn't know you were talking about catching the 31 downtown, catching the A train to uptown to get some. Right. So you wasn't from the area, you understand the lingo, you couldn't relate to it. So a lot of that is the same way when it comes to South. A lot of times we can't necessarily feel the South because we can't identify what it is that they're talking about, but the skills are still there.
Let me tell you, Marv, for me, when it came to the South, I actually listened to what was being said. I just wasn't checking for it because as far as I was concerned, if you at that time Luda wasn't even there. But if you wasn't Outkast or Outkast affiliated, as far as I was concerned, you was trash.
Yeah.
This is my point. This is my take on the South. At the time that the South started, like when Outkast first dropped, the reason I fuck with the South because Scarface was always dope to me.
Exactly.
Uncle Face was always.
But he came. Scarface came later.
Yeah, 91. Yeah, around 91. Right.
91. He was in high school.
Yeah, I was in high school. I was rocking 91. That's what I said. I was fucking with Scarface.
I'm talking about
Outkast ain't dropped to 93, 92 or some shit like that.
Yeah.
I was fucking
second wave.
I was fucking with the South.
Yeah.
I was fucking with the South.
Okay.
The reason why, hold on, real quick, before I lose my point, real quick. At the time that the Outkast was coming out, like the 90s around that time, the reason why I wasn't fucking with Outkast because I already had Biggie, Wu-Tang, Nas, Boot Camp Click. You had all of these rappers was around the same time that Outkast was dropping.
And
Yeah.
that's,
So I
that's
wasn't
what I
watching
tell a lot of
those
people,
podcasts
bro.
because I was already listening to Mobb Deep and Prodigy and
Yeah.
you know
That
what I
was
mean?
the
Before
thing.
Jay-Z dropped
people,
Reasonable Doubt.
that's what I can say. Like, people in the South, this might be strong words, but it was kind of like slavery.
It was, yeah.
Y'all had 400 years of the rap game on us. Like, y'all were in hyper speed. So when you heard something from the backwood, barnyards, or wherever, it was kind of, that's how it was projected. You see what I'm saying? Then, you know, it's kind of like I can tell you, it's kind of like when Keys first met me. You might hear me talk. But then when he heard me spit, he like, hold up, this sound like a whole completely. I was like, yeah, it's a whole lot of us who do this shit.
Exactly.
Exactly.
I said all that fast talk shit, we can do that slick talk shit just like y'all said, but we know how to move slow around fast niggas and still get the same amount of money as you.
Exactly.
Not more. So it was like that's how we move, but you know what I'm saying? My sister different. Like, you know, your bro them used to be like, yo, how the fuck are you running this shit down that fast, that quick, one take in and out? Like, Keys, man, I'm telling you, like, if Keys would have stayed down here, I told Keys, I said, bro, right now, you will slowly be working for yourself and making the moves you want to make. Because of the idea, it was like, that man, if he still got them ideas in that hard drive, and that's why I tell people I don't really make a lot of music no more, because there's so many jewels in people hard drives that I'm tired of just sitting in people hard drives. And so it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, like for the South, we had to not on. That's why we had to study the North. Like, damn, why do they hate us so much? Or why do they? Now, I don't want to say hate, but why do they disregard our music so much when we fucking with them? So it's like, let's go hear what they see. And like, I ain't gonna lie, half of the rappers y'all mentioned, I could play 8 songs that'll eat half of them up with my own personal lyrics before I get to these guys who already.
Let me hear your own personal lyrics.
Huh? Oh, I said, like I say, go check out SoundCloud Michigan Ave album. It's a picture of Keith.
I want acapella.
Huh?
I want acapella. I don't want no
just
beat.
got me so degraded. A couple choices I got to make, so I sit debating. You want me to keep going?
Yeah.
Oh shit, man!
You gotta listen. You gotta understand. You gotta understand. I come from the era of spitters. I come from that era. Like, how old am I now?
Oh, you been lying about your age. I heard it.
Now I'm trying to remember my age.
61, 62.
He done told a couple chicks
52.
Hey, see, because you give off late 30s, early 40s. You been lying to somebody about your age, man.
No, not at all. I don't keep track of it.
Oh, I feel you. I don't either.
I'm 52. So I come from the era of spitters.
Right.
Like, if you ain't spitting, and that's one of the reasons why I really wasn't feeling a lot of cats in the South, because it's like they were playing with it. They wasn't spitting the way Outkast and Luda was.
Yeah.
And Ja, and for you, like Texas, I wasn't considering Texas down south.
Right. But it is the South. Whether we consider it or not, it is the South.
No. I said I didn't consider Texas down south.
Right.
When we think down south, we think North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, Alabama, Mississippi. We don't think
because
Texas.
that's where our family. Yeah, that's where our family's from.
Right.
Most likely, that's where your family rested. Right.
Right. We think Florida.
I get what you're saying. Yep.
Right. We didn't think Texas. You know what I mean? Was down south. We didn't consider Texas down south, even though it is.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. When I first, and this is why I was fucking with Uncle Face. I didn't even think that nigga was from the South when I heard that nigga.
No, not at all.
I only thought Willie D. I thought Willie D was the only nigga from the South, bro.
Because he sounded, yeah. His
accent was heavy.
That's what we call that Southern twang. Scarface had a little. It was that. It's kind of like the Midwest with the South before people really start calling the Midwest the Midwest.
Right.
Because it was just
right.
Yeah.
Hey, Marv, but let me tell you, right?
Surrounding areas.
I was holding out a little bit because I don't feel like getting sentimental, so I didn't mention them.
Artifacts, I know.
All day, every day.
You know Artifacts, yeah.
They was both nice. Both of them was nice.
Yeah.
Same
nice.
Yeah, both nice, bro.
But to your point that you were just making about how you didn't consider them, that one thing about when I left Westside and I was working for the airline, that's when I started to realize, okay, you know what? Accountability, right? For me personally, like, yo, just because I thought something to be true all these years,
it was.
You know what I mean? It's true. Like you said, all those states that we name, when we think about Virginia, we think about, that's our version of down south, right? I moved to Little Rock, dude. The real South.
That's South.
That's the South. That's the real South.
Right. But you also, but they started calling Little Rock and all that. Like that started making it toward like Midwest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
To the South, I ain't gonna lie. That shit.
Arkansas South.
We ain't never.
No, I know it's South, but they were trying to consider Arkansas Midwest at one point. As far as music goes.
Yeah.
Mark said St. Lunatics. Don't forget about St. Lunatics.
We forget about St. Lunatics.
Yeah, I apologize.
St. Lunatics.
Shout out to Murph and Lee.
About who that was.
Murph Durf.
Let me tell you, right? Listen.
St. Lunatics is not gonna be one of my top 10 groups.
Listen.
I'm just gonna be real.
First thing
I don't even got 10 top 10 groups right now, but they not gonna be in my. I'm not. No.
They don't even make it in the top 1,000.
Hey, look, man.
Let me tell you. And before they go, Nelly was not part of the St. Lunatics.
Nah, he put them on.
He put them on.
Yeah.
And on top of that, nobody never called them to do a show.
Mm-hmm. They called Nelly.
They called Nelly, and he just happened to bring them along.
they was. I feel like with them, it was almost like, you know how like when because it's like I've been in a position where they be like, hey, we can just take you, and I feel like he kind of like, I'm gonna let them, I'm gonna go on and go do what I need to do, but no matter what, I'm gonna fuck with y'all. And he did. Right. I feel like that's what he did. He did his due diligence.
That is exactly what he did.
Yeah.
But they didn't capitalize off of what he did for him.
Hey, good looking out, Angel. I agree with you 100%. Texas is not the South. Texas actually is the South.
Yeah, Texas is definitely the South.
It definitely is.
The United States, Texas is the South.
Right. Don't get me wrong. It definitely is the South.
As far as one of the comments, I read one of the comments. She said Texas is not the South.
Yeah, it's definitely it's the last state at the bottom of the United States.
Yeah, you go from Texas to Mexico. I don't walk into a hole with them.
Listen, let's be realistic. Texas is Mexico.
But yeah,
Texas is Mexico.
But like I said, that was just Luda. I mean, not Luda. I went to Ludacris. But
Nelly.
That was just whatchamacallit doing his thing.
Yeah, Mo was looking them out.
Yeah, he was looking at his homies. Like that's all that was.
Yo, Mark said, my bad. I thought we were doing a not top 10.
Mark. Yeah, I mean, not the Lunatics is not. Shout out to, mad shout out to the Lunatics, but nah.
No.
What about the boys?
Who?
Not the Hot Boys. What's their name? 95 Tootsie Roll, whatever. What was that song?
Boys. Nah, no.
Listen.
Now a lot of people argue with me on that. That's just all booty music to me.
Yeah.
Listen.
Like, we wasn't none of that.
I'll say the Yin Yang Twins before I say them.
No, we talking about not top 10 right now. That's what we talking about. They in the not top 10.
They are, yeah. They are not. They not in my top 10. Lunatics is not in my top 10. Yin Yang Twins is not in my top 10.
That's the whole point. See, we talking about our not top 10.
You talking about the not top 10?
Okay, Lunatics. Yin Yang. I love their music though. You capitalize off them in the club.
I'm trying to think of who else.
Right. But yeah, like the Lunatics, Yin Yang. Let me see. Not top 10.
The East Siders.
Huh?
The East Siders. Yeah.
Yeah, like Lil Jon and the East Side Boys. Them are great movements. Don't get me wrong, but we gonna go off.
Yeah,
Like, they had movements. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They had movements. So,
like I said, there's been a many days where we will watch Two Live Crew we will watch the video, but we listen in the Mobb Deep and everybody else.
Exactly. You turn the volume down and just watch the chicks and babies go buck wild.
Y'all crazy.
What about the firm? Nobody said the firm on their list.
Nah.
That's AZ.
That's what I thought about you, John, with the Lost Boys.
Ooh.
What about them? There's only one rapper in that group.
Yeah.
I thought they had two. I thought it was two rappers in there. Mr. Cheeks.
Freaky Ty was the hype man.
Yeah, Mr. Cheeks ain't playing that shit.
Okay.
Yeah, Mr. Cheeks.
Again, Mr. Cheeks Mr. Cheeks riding with his day ones and like, yo, I got y'all.
Like, she said, Robin said we disrespected her entire generation.
They had movements, man. We talking about like well-deserving groups.
Right. So with longevity, they changed hip hop. They brought something to the game.
Yeah,
that's why I would say Das Effects belong on that list.
Yeah, and you gonna have way more Northerners doing that right now.
Who is D4L?
Oh, D4L is Fabo and them, I think.
Nah, Dallas for life. Dallas Cowboys for life.
Yeah, D4L is Dallas for life, bro.
Yeah,
in the music business.
That's football.
She said D4L and that whole era was a movement.
That's a movement. That's Fabo and them.
I don't remember Dallas Cowboys making an album.
No, D4L is I bet you can't get like me. Yeah, I bet you can't get like me. That's D4L and them. Like all them.
I know that one.
Never heard of it.
You had
never heard of
it. In my white tee. Yep, and all them the dance.
I heard that one before. All
them were like I put them all under booty music. You know what I'm saying?
I thought that
was a movement.
I thought it was the crunk movement.
You had the crunk move, but Lil Jon and the East Side Boys. What's my guy? Pastor Troy.
We ready. Yeah, my brother-in-law. Yeah, my little brother.
Yeah, all
listen,
them.
my little brother and his friends.
They were
my little brother and his friends. They loved them down south niggas, bro.
They had anthems.
Loved them, bro. I mean,
they had anthems, bro. Like they legit.
Shout out to Dog and shout out to my cousin Trail that's down here, born raised Havelock, North Carolina. He to this day, he was like, yo, when Versus first started, he was like, don't nobody want to see Pastor Troy. I'm like, yo, bro.
I'm telling you, bro. It was you never heard of, bro.
I never heard of this song about.
Yeah, Pastor Troy had a whole
What church he at?
He ain't no pastor at all. He ain't nowhere near it. He went to church, but he ain't nowhere near the church. You know what I'm saying? But
so he not a preacher.
I can't tell you not one. I can't forget a bar. I can't even tell you one Pastor Troy line.
I don't know who he is.
I can't either, but they love him. I'm telling
you, he came in the game. He came in the game by dissing Master P.
Yeah,
that's how he got on.
Master P.
Okay.
Yeah.
Big mouth.
Wait. Here's the killer. I remember Master P. I remember No Limit, but I don't remember no Pastor Troy.
But that's how Pastor Troy get on. Like you'll have. It's one of them guys.
Oh no, I believe you. I just never heard of him.
Yeah, he got. Matter of fact, he had a platinum song.
Robin said he did now.
Yeah, he had a platinum song where Timbaland actually produced it, but it was on a soundtrack. I can't even remember the soundtrack.
He sound paper thin.
But that was his peak. You feel what I'm saying? Like the give.
Roddy said he a legend in Georgia.
No, that's what I'm saying. In the South, he spread farther than Georgia,
Listen,
but he probably don't
They
go
rock
past.
with him down there, bro.
I'll say this. Right? Hold on. I'll say this, right? People give too much credit, call them motherfuckers legends. Like,
Troy, I can't take that from him. I ain't gonna lie. Down south, Pastor Troy is a legend.
That's what I said in Georgia. He definitely.
I do agree.
I guarantee you. Okay, I guarantee you. No. If you run me out 5 of your legends, I guarantee I tell you one of them what shit to us down here.
Yep, I believe that. Yeah,
I guarantee you. But that's how y'all gonna view Pastor Troy. That's how we're.
But see, here's the difference. At least you heard of these legends,
right? But that's what I'm saying. But this another thing. How often have you been down south? Because I've been up north a lot. See what I'm saying?
Oh, I stayed running through the south.
And you couldn't have ran through Georgia without knowing Troy. I'm sorry.
Oh, yes, I could have because I did.
Man, Troy done performed at so many Atlanta games, Hawks games, Bulldog games. He like the Georgia Bulldog second mascot type shit. Like,
oh, okay, so
Pastor
he don't
Troy,
make. All right, so he gimmick music then.
Nah, he don't make. He not super lyricist, but he make that anthem type motivational or some shit. And then sometimes he get a little dark with it. So. It's I can't sell that man short. Like I said,
y'all heard of Biggie, right?
It ain't no legend.
Oh, wait. Y'all heard of Biggie, right?
Come on, you can't compare Biggie.
I know.
Biggie is a Mount Rushmore. You said Biggie in this conversation at all.
Wait. You said give you 5 legends, and one of them might not be shit to y'all.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. We don't fuck with Biggie like that down here.
But you know him.
Hey, that's a true statement, though.
We don't fuck with Biggie I don't know Biggie music like that. I fuck with Biggie because he's like
right.
I never about a Ready to Die.
Hold on. Listen. It ain't about whether you fuck with him.
Yeah.
It's about whether or not do you know him.
But you naming out guys who have made it.
I'm naming legends. I'm naming legends.
All right, run them off.
Biggie, legend. Jay-Z, legend.
Yeah.
KRS-One, legend.
Right.
Rakim, legend.
Yeah.
LL, legend.
Now
Tupac, legend.
Check this out.
Nas, legend.
Check this out. You can run off 20 more. They weren't on your list like that and your tops. So
no. We talk
My five.
Hold on. You wasn't here last week. They were on my top.
The only legend I mentioned, you mentioned Outkast. They in a whole nother stratosphere. My legends is a whole nother list. You see what I'm saying? We just talking about a southern legend.
No.
Down south.
You switching it up. You said what you said. Listen. I said I never heard of him.
Right.
He's just still local.
But I'm just telling you. But I'm telling you, like down here, that man is a legend. You can't walk. You can ask a Mexican, do they know Pastor Troy? They gonna be like, we ready? Yeah, Pastor Troy, my friend. They gonna they know Pastor Troy down here, my man.
Yeah, they do.
I can't shit on that guy.
They do. They definitely love
that man is a legend down here, man. That man can pull up anywhere and go anywhere from goddamn Florida to
Yo, hold up. Roddy said, because Roddy down in the ATL, you know Roddy from West Side, shout out to Rod. Rod said KRS-One could do a DoorDash down here in Georgia and people won't know who he is.
He said what?
He said KRS-One could do a DoorDash and people won't know who he is.
Exactly.
That's really true itself. It's really true itself.
Yeah.
One of the things that everybody was saying was,
that's why hip hop is dope, bro, because it's regional.
Yeah. Exactly.
Everybody we fuck with Redman, we fuck with Reggie hard.
Yeah.
That's because of where we from, bro. We understand Reggie. You feel what I'm saying? They don't rock with down here, they don't rock with Redman like that, bro.
Yeah, I felt like it's
some don't.
Well,
Some,
yeah.
we know that.
But I ain't
to,
gonna lie, you got a lot of people that do.
yeah.
Like, it's a lot of
I need to
people
verify
that
something.
down here like tough. It's just a lot. When you get to
Hey, babe, I got a question.
when you get to them Gucci Man fans, they ain't gonna fuck with Red Man.
Hold on 1 second. I got a question. Have I ever heard any music from Pastor Troy? You don't know who that is either?
You don't know who
Pastor Troy.
Is he a pastor?
All right, thanks.
It's one of them. If you hear that
All right,
music,
hold on. My wife is a straight hip hop head, right?
she can't be.
And
I'm
she
sorry.
said, who?
She losing her hip hop card with me.
Nah, you don't know. You don't understand. Listen.
Hold on.
Listen, when I say you're not listening,
I know
you're not listening.
Y'all ran off. I know.
You're not listening.
Hold on. Yeah.
My wife is a hip hop head, right?
A northern hip hop head.
Exactly. Like
you know what?
Listen,
here's the problem.
All day, we not true hip hop heads, and we can't tell you nothing about the West Coast. We can't tell you nothing about the South. We can't tell you nothing about the South. Like we hip hop heads.
You're doing a lot of this, but none of this.
I'm doing exactly that.
Listen, she's a true.
If you're a basketball player, right, and all you can do is dunk, that does not make you a great basketball player.
Okay, now and let me finish what I was saying. She's a true hip hop head. You understand? She listens to it all. Down south, Midwest, she listens to it all, bro. She on certain shit. I'll be like, who that? She be like, oh, this is such and such. You understand?
Rod. Rodney said, no, she ain't at all.
Rodney don't know her. Tell Rodney to fall back like a quarterback third in the drop. Stay in his place.
Hey, Jew, shout out. Hey, shout out, Jew. Jew said, big bro, I never knew about him, but dudes bump him in VA. It's just like I never heard of go-go music.
I'm gonna say he bumping from. I said, like I said, from Miami up to VA going to Texas. That man a legend.
We are considered hip hop heads based off of our standards.
No, and that's what I was trying to tell you. I'm not basing hip hop head off of our standpoint. I'm telling you, she listened to down south. She listened to everything, bro. When I say
you can't say you're a hip hop head if you never heard of Pastor Troy. If you never heard of Trick Daddy, if you never heard of Trainer, you ain't gotta like them, but you should know, if you know hip hop overall, you should know who they are.
No, you don't.
Music.
Shit. I'm surprised if she watch what is it real hip hop Miami, Love and Hip Hop Miami.
I said she a hip hop head.
If she know Trina,
I said she a hip hop head, not a reality whore.
I ain't saying say that, but I'm saying if she know who Trina is,
Robert said, "Do your research. I'll rest my case." That's the thing. That's all I would say. Before you knock and kill, just look him up. Check his numbers out. See his impact in the South.
And his impact in the South was before YouTube and all that.
Yeah,
he was a CD out the trunk era.
Yeah.
Listen, as I was saying, fellas,
that's a self-made millionaire.
As I was saying, I asked her, have I ever heard any of his music? And if I did hear it, she said it was by accident.
That's like I could ask my girl, has she ever heard EPMD? And she gonna probably say that's a medical condition.
Here's the thing.
Hold no weight.
She's heard of him.
That's your girl. She from up north. She could be a hip hop head. That's just like you don't know who D4L is. You don't know who.
That's the Dallas Cowboys.
Exactly. You go on to sports and these people know we talking rap on here, man. Come on,
man. Listen, don't sound like it.
Real talk. Somebody, if you ask, when I moved to Little Rock, or if you come down to North Carolina, and people our age, right, that consider themselves hip hop heads, you ask them about Black Moon, or you ask them about Split and Wesson, they gonna ask you who the hell is you talking about?
Yeah,
and
that's who damages.
Exactly.
They gonna look at you like you out your mind.
All day, every day.
But down south, they ain't never heard of these cats, bro.
At all.
It ain't that they don't listen to him.
I
They
don't know who the fuck are you talking about? Exactly.
And like I said,
but they legends.
and as I was saying,
legends up there to y'all, right? You ain't gonna let me discredit them on this podcast. Therefore, I'm not gonna let you discredit.
It don't matter. But see, here's the difference. Bro. It don't matter if you discredit them
like
because
that,
they are who they are.
That man done made moves in the South. He didn't make it worldwide, but
the point that I was making earlier when I was talking about the East Coast versus the West, right? Me and Steve was having this conversation earlier, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not hard Jersey. I rep Jersey all day, especially with our body of work that we got all the time, right? But I always say, if I put it like this, if I got to be, let's see, if I had the alternative to be from Texas, Arkansas, Louisiana, right? And nobody in New York ever heard my name, but I'm consistently going platinum, I would take that over being a New York or New Jersey legend, only going gold. That's one of the things that we don't realize outside of Jersey, New York area. Like these cats outside of us, because we don't rock with them, they rock with each other. So Scarface could drop an album and that don't ever leave Texas, and he's selling 4 million copies.
Easy.
But we know that. We know that.
Troy had a movement like that.
Exactly.
But this is another thing.
Thanks for tuning in, Robin. Please
hold up. We got to go off this. Hold up. We got to go off this. Troy was an independent artist doing all this shit himself. He wasn't signed to nobody.
Troy could do the same exact thing.
So the numbers might look different, but that money was the same. Because he ain't got to pay no. That man been making his own moves with his own little agent this whole ride.
The money isn't the same.
The money is the same.
Bro, okay.
I'm talking about as these guys who he just mentioned, the Moon and whoever, Black Moon, and then where they at? What they money look like?
I don't know what they money look like because I'm not in their pocket.
We're gonna say Troy movement was from about he came in hot in 01 and rolled away clearly to 09. And he still got money. Give me a guy that I don't fucking know who rode away for almost 10 years and they still paid today.
I'll give you one. I'll give you one for about 20 years.
Publishing, they still
the 45 King.
Who?
The 45 King.
Okay. Who is that? I don't know.
Yes, you do.
I do.
You know his music. You know his music.
45 King.
He's a producer, not a rapper.
He a masseuse.
He a legend.
Producer.
He said a masseuse.
I thought he said a masseuse. I like, what the fuck? Hold up. We shifting gears.
He said a masseuse. What the fuck? We shifting gears?
Hey, Drew, hold up, man. Listen. You can't disrespect Go-Go like that. Listen. Because I used to go downtown. Listen, Go-Go is a whole...
Go-Go music hit hard.
I never understood how I never made it outside of D.C. But go-go music, when you go to you might not listen to a cookout back home. But when you go to D.C. and you go to one of them clubs, you hear it live, oh my God, bro. It's a whole different way.
That's an era. Yeah, I got heavy on go-go music from one of my aunties, man. Like, yeah, that's it. Yeah.
You gotta understand, go-go music to D.C. was like club music to Jersey.
Exactly.
I can give you one better. Go-go music to DC was like Pastor Troy to the South.
No.
Yeah, man. He was, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah. And we're gonna leave it alone, but that's exactly what he was.
I can't let
I'm gonna be
real. I don't even fuck with Troy like that. He had a couple of bangers, but his 1-2 bangers would make you go buy that whole man CD bootleg and listen to it. But
he definitely was like
at one point we pull up at the club in the A on Troy bumping his shit in an L450 selling CDs for $10, and it's like, yo, I gotta get a copy of this just because how crunky the energy off that song. That man had a movement down here, so I can't let nobody discredit him. And I'm not going at your wife, but my girl don't know who EPMD is.
But see, you missed the point. Your girl don't know who EPMD is, but my wife knows. She knows who he is.
My girl,
See, that's the
I
difference.
can bump Joy and Pain by Rob Bass them, and she'll be
like I
that
said,
shit
here's
hot,
the
but who the
difference.
fuck is that?
Your girl don't know who EPMD is, but my wife knows who Pastor Troy is.
You
That's
just
the
said
difference.
she didn't know.
You say yeah.
No.
You said no.
No, I asked her, did I know? You didn't hear that because you
know when she said no.
Oh,
no,
man, you hit me with
I
that
asked her, did I know?
Slick talk coming in now,
No,
man.
I said, babe, do you know who Pastor Troy is? I said, do I know any of his music? She said, if you heard it by accident.
Slow the punchline down.
Ain't no slow it down. I know what I said.
Yeah, man. Look, about to put the kids to bed, but daily challenges got me so degraded. A couple choices I got to make, so I sit debating. Relationship between friends are getting kind of flaky. I'm like, whatever, my nigga, I still got to make it. Yeah, my rich homie feeling some type of way. Refuse to answer the phone, gets in some type of hate. The shit is crazy. You tell him his flow get lazy. Now he acting all crazy like he feeling some type of way. Oh, yeah, we taking it there.
Right.
I'm glad this rap shit started. I'm about to take off my nigga, dropping off the departed. If we out of eye ever looking on pride, I look you out of eye and let go on some Simba and squash it. I'm solely focused on the fam and our success now. You're not the fam, so your success is over there now. So bow, because it's the South God turning as far as niggas and bitches, like Usher letting them burn what's happening. I'm out, man.
Guy.
Good looking, T. David.
That's God shit. Like I said, man, Michigan Ave album on SoundCloud. That shit about 2-3 years old, but we still working on new shit.
Yeah, and I'm gonna connect you with Ja too, man, so y'all can see what y'all can come up with.
All right, man. Like I said, South got something to say.
All right, good looking, yo. Much respect. Hey, Roddy made a good point too. Roddy said he been in the industry over 20 years now, which I got to get him on one of these. He said, "Hey, he don't think none of us is as diverse when it comes to what he knows of hip hop." Because I do remember the first time Roddy came home from college, University of Arkansas Pine Bluff, and we was riding up and down South Orange Avenue. This back when he had the Montero, and he was like, "Yo, man, before I ever put this in, man, don't start tripping, man. I already know you going to talk about country and this and that thing." He's like, "Yo, but you got to hear these cats, yo. They nice, Mar. They nice." And it was UGK. And at the time, I still was, man.
Well, UGK was actually fucking nice.
Yeah.
This is the early days.
Here's the thing, right? Here's the problem. Here's the problem. Everybody be like, oh, such and such is nice. And that shit don't be nice. UGK was actually nice. You know what I'm saying? They were actually talking about something.
Right.
I think that's the point, though. And that's the point. Like I said, I'm not defending Pastor Troy and that thing, but for you to know that UGK is nice, you gotta first listen to him.
Well, see, here's the thing, right?
Hold on. A lot of these cats in the South, we wasn't even listening to these jokers to even see if they was nice or not.
Nope. That was the point I was making.
Yeah, it didn't mean that they had skills or they wasn't nice. We just wasn't listening to them.
Yeah, I definitely wasn't. When Outkast came out, bro, I was in my Biggie Nas woo.
Listen, and when Outkast came out, I was like, oh, these motherfuckers is flowing. You know what I'm saying?
I wasn't an Outkast fan. I ain't gonna lie. Damn, my fault.
Hey, John, let me tell you. I was on Outkast day one when they first came out. I'm like, yo, these dudes is tight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I wasn't. I was like, they on to something, and they got their own little lane, but I don't know how nice they gonna be. They eventually got this, but that Southern playalistic and all that kind of stuff, man, it was backwood rap to me. Like I couldn't relate with the wood.
And you hear what you're saying? It was backwood rap to you. But when I heard them, I'm like, oh, these boys is a problem.
Okay, so you and maybe 10 other people in Jersey felt that way.
It's more than 10. Trust me. It was way more than 10. That's man, like when
reason we gave Outkast a chance like we did, keeping it real, was because of the videos.
Listen, when motherfucking when the Ghetto Boys came out, we were checking for them because they was talking about something. Listen, if you was talking about something, it didn't matter where you was from. We checked for you.
That's true.
And so when your song, hold on. When your song first came on, when your song first came on, if you weren't saying nothing, we didn't check for you. But if you were saying something, we rocked with you. It didn't matter where you was from.
We talked about that last year, right? That was 94. 94 going into 95. But yeah, that was the best year. We talked about that 2 weeks ago, that the best year in hip hop. Because everybody dropped that particular year. And if you the Source Awards, they booed Outkast for winning album of the year that year.
That's because they were stupid.
What year?
That was 95.
What year did they win?
That was 95 when he was like the South.
95.
Nah, that was 94.
Let me tell you.
That was the second hip hop. That was the second Source Award.
It was the second year.
Yeah. The first Source Awards was in 94. That year was 95.
Right.
Correct.
All right. So in 90, so they didn't have the best album in 94.
No, he said 95.
In 95, they didn't have the best album.
They came in stomping.
Bro,
what album was it that they won for in that year?
I don't know who I couldn't tell you.
No, I know Biggie. I know they beat Biggie and Snoop.
Yeah, Snoop. I was about to say Snoop was out. Doggy Style dropped in 94, so they was competing with Snoop. They was competing with Ready to Die. They was competing with Illmatic. They was competing with
yeah.
And
I'm trying to think of who else.
And if I'm correct,
Pac had an album.
But hold on, if I'm correct, they outsold all of them. If I'm correct.
No, you're wrong. Their first album did not outsell no Snoop Dogg. Absolutely not.
I would think doing that time did.
Biggie ain't sell more than Snoop on Doggy Style. Ready to Die did not sell more than
Ready to Die didn't sell more than Doggy Style. No.
That sold more than all of those they beat.
You said what?
He was saying Outkast sold more than all.
Outkast didn't sell more than Snoop. Absolutely not. No.
So
that bro was on top, bro.
Outkast didn't sell more than Snoop. No, they didn't. Not that album.
Not Doggy Style. Nope. No, bro.
To date, that is still Snoop's best album.
Facts. He ain't not gonna make an album better than that. You're not in the studio with just you and Drake. Snoop, that was an all Dr. Dre album.
Right.
Right after the Prime.
Right. Like I said, man, we checked for cats that was spitting. If you was gimmicky, we overlooked you.
Facts.
Until you did something and showed us you can spit.
Yeah.
Like perfect example.
I wasn't rocking with the Lost Boys until they did what was their third single with the girl Renee. Yeah.
Let me tell you, right?
Scoop's Gamers in the Benz because it was commercial, but they already did it. Their first single was Lifestyles of the
Rich and Shameless.
Right.
Let me tell you, Josh, this is how I looked at Rap Cats, right? I listened to your first album, right? I don't say nothing. I didn't give out credit until the second album.
As for everybody?
Everybody.
Even Snoop Dogg?
Even Snoop.
His second album was trash.
Exactly. But I don't give out credit until I know that your first album wasn't luck. I need to hear you make more. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't got consistent hits, I'm like, Outkast, consistent hits.
Jay-Z's second album was not good.
I kind of agree with that.
I
It wasn't one of
disagree.
his best, especially following Reasonable Doubts.
Yeah.
But,
I disagree.
and this is where I disagree with you on that. From when you talking about listening to albums again, we you might not agree, but is unequivocally out there. New York rap, especially where the labels are, they are biased. So of course we're gonna hear more of their music because
Yeah, they biased. Just like down south is biased. They play more of their music down there than they do. They rarely play music from up here down south. In order for them to play music from up here from down south, you gotta be hit.
And I believe a lot of that is because of the connotation around New York and the way we vibe. Right? Like T said earlier, he was the best analogy. It's almost like slavery. A lot of cats in the South, because I got family all down here, guess what? Since y'all don't fuck with us, we ain't fucking with y'all either.
Let me tell you. But see, and that's hold on, Marv, hold on. And that's where they made the mistake. It's not that we didn't fuck with y'all. It's that the radio programs didn't fuck with y'all.
And we didn't either, bro. We keep it real.
No, bro, listen to me. You can't not fuck with somebody. Marv, you gotta listen. You can't not fuck with somebody if the radio programmers ain't introducing you to their music. You understand? If the radio programmers was introducing the music back and forth, then guess what? We'd have been fucking with each other a whole lot earlier. That's radio programming that did that. Think about it.
Absolutely. Roddy made a good point. And like I said, Roddy is in the industry. Roddy said, you make your first album broke and hungry. After touring and doing clubs, getting some money, the second album always going to be different and fall off a little bit. And that's
let me tell you. The second album is not a fall off. The second album is different because of your growth.
Exactly. Ready to Die was totally different than Life After Death. But Big didn't fall off.
Exactly. Life After Death was way better than Ready to Die.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. So what Rodney said is not factual.
Yeah.
You understand? Because like you said, Life After Death was better than Ready to Die to you.
It was
like me personally.
Was better than Illmatic.
I will agree with you.
No, I'm not saying that Life After. I didn't necessarily say Life After Death was better than Ready to Die because
said it.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying for me, it set the standard. But to Rodney's point, you can hear the growth between Ready to Die, robbing bitches for their bamboo earrings, to Life After Death. Now we done made it. We not in the projects no more. Now we on yachts. Now we popping Cristal. Now we, you know what I mean? So I'm rhyming about a different thing.
Hold on. Biggie started the money talk. Everybody else. Hold on. Wasn't nobody talking money talk like Big until Big started doing it.
I get it.
Right or wrong, John?
What'd you say? My bad.
I said nobody started talking that money talk until Big started.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact.
What's the point though?
The point was nobody was talking popping Cristal until Big.
I know.
That's the point. Wasn't no other artist talking like that.
True indeed. But was he talking like that on Ready to Die?
No.
He was talking over. He was telling his story.
From that first album to the second album, you should see some level of growth.
Yes.
Because you're not in projects no more. Now you done made it. Mama, I made it. You know what I mean?
He said that, though. I went from ashy to nasty to classy.
Exactly.
Yeah, he said that. He's showing his evolution. Yeah, I agree with you.
And that's what he give you. That's what I was making. You should elevate and you should grow and you should see it within your music. Because you're not in the projects no more. You're not standing on the corner no more. What's the first thing that all the greats say? They tell you first thing when you got a chance to really make it, you got to pick or choose. You got to pick what lane you're going to be. Is you going to be in the streets or you going to rap?
Right. But so you have to understand, evolution is inevitable in music. What's the boy name? Lil Uzi, right? He's even elevating and saying something now.
I couldn't tell you. I
Well,
don't.
no, like my wife let me hear some of his music, and he's even elevating and like Lil Durk. He's saying like they're starting to rise above what they came in with.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
should.
you can
But
see
that's
the
how
growth.
that goes.
But
You
yeah,
understand?
That's the point that Roddy was making. That's all I'm saying, bro. We saying the same thing. That's the point that Roddy was making. You know what I mean?
Rodney stated that their first album is their best album.
No, he said you're hungrier. Just like with us playing sports, we play different in Westside than we did at Cotton because we trying to get out of the hood. You know what I mean? When you hungry, you got a different battery in your back.
Of course,
When you're
because
trying
you're
to
hungry.
now, once you change your surroundings, you might fall back. Everybody don't keep that same level of hunger. Some jokers stay hungry, some don't.
I was just pointing out that I don't agree with that because Jay's second album was not as good as his first, but his third album, Jay's third album was fire with DMX and the Lots and all everybody that was on that album. So I just to me, I say it's the timing. It's like the timing in the era of hip hop that you in.
Yeah,
Right.
Because like
I agree more with John than I do Rodney.
Like again, because
we were both of that. Along with the skill.
Hold on, Marv. I couldn't hear you. Go ahead, John.
For example, that's why I was saying like Doggy Style came right after the Chronic. That album was gonna be great. Whatever came after the Chronic was gonna be great. I don't care if it was Lady of Rage, if it was the Dog Pound, Snoop, Nate Dogg. That album was gonna be great because Dr. Dre was just getting back to in his swing of loving music and wanting to make records, make records. And Dre lost that feeling for a minute, bro. That's why they say the Firm flop. The reason why the Firm flop. The Firm album was not good, bro.
At all.
I'm not even gonna hold you. I'm. You know what? I'll take it even more, bro. Any collaboration Dr. Dre did with Nas, I don't like none of them songs.
It's trash.
Nas is like I said, it's the timing, bro. As great as Dre,
and I agree with you.
You the MC, John. Julian said, please explain to me why Jay-Z. Oh, it just disappeared, Ju. Well, please explain to me why everybody considered Jay-Z like all of that.
Because he's a fucking monster.
He is not. I'm not. I can't discuss hip hop with people like that, bro. Because that's gonna be an argument all day, bro. Ain't no disrespect to nobody. If you not, even if you don't like Jay, for you to say Jay is not nice, it's just crazy, bro.
Thank you.
That's
you ain't gotta like him,
bro.
Well, see, but you gotta understand something, John. They don't judge hip hop on skills. They judge it on who they like.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like perfect example. I don't like 50 Cent. I don't like 50.
Right.
But I can't sit here and say 50 ain't put out some fucking bangers and hits.
Right.
I can't sit here and say 50
right.
Because I would be lying.
Yeah, I say the same thing, bro. I say the same thing, bro. I tell brothers all the time, like as far as 50, bro. Yeah, 50 got a class. He went diamond, whatever he sold his first out, 8 minutes, whatever. And yes, it's a classic album, and yes, he got hits. But he's not going in my top 10. He's not going in my top 20. 50 is not making that lineup, bro.
No.
I'm sorry, bro.
50 Prodigy knows how to make a song.
Prodigy before I would put 50 Cent.
50 knows how to make a good song.
Rap said, Drew said, no, it's not an argument. I just want to hear what someone would say.
Let me tell you.
What makes Jay-Z so Jay-Z is...
What makes Jay-Z so Jay-Z? Go back and listen to what the man is saying. From day one, the man has been trying to show you how to get the hell up out the hood.
Yeah.
Day one. If you sit down and lyrically listen to Jay-Z, just sit down and lyrically listen to him. He is the master of entendres.
Yeah.
Listen. Jay came in the game with his own style. The originator, bro. He came in the game. The first time you heard Jay, he was not spitting like no other MC you ever heard, bro.
No other.
None of them. Jay then came into the game, bro. Lyrically, bro. He done gave you every different flow, every album, bro. It was always a different flow.
Always a different flow.
So like you said, hold up, let me ask you this. You said the way he came in the game. You don't think Jaz-O had anything to do with that?
Yeah, I'm not taking anything from Jaz-O.
We ain't taking nothing from Jaz-O.
I'm not taking anything from, but
but it don't mean Jaz-O was the originator of that style.
The story on Drink Champs, like he said, yeah, I was working with Jaz-O. You know, Jazz asked him, Jay could get on a song. I said, yeah, let me hear you. He said, but after they did the song, Kane said, I want to work with him. I want to work with the light-skinned dude, bro. Yeah. I from Big Daddy Kane, bro. I don't know.
You gotta understand. All right, now I'm gonna tell y'all something that y'all may or may not know. Jay was around the Juice Crew, right? Cool V said, Cool V told him to dumb it down, and the minute he dumbed it down, he took off into the fucking stratosphere.
Yeah.
He took off into the fucking stratosphere. Let me tell you, there are very few MCs out there that can get on a song with Jay and not sound like an amateur.
Yeah.
Very few.
Listen, Jay embarrassed a lot of MCs on track, bro.
Right.
I'm gonna name like 2 MCs that I say
Let me tell
Jay
you.
did the song with, that they got Jay on that song. Maybe 3.
And they didn't even get him.
Nah, they ain't get, yeah. Me personally think the other rapper verse was better. But that's saying a lot, man.
Hey John, let me tell you,
with everybody.
Big and Jay match great. Big and Scarface match great.
Yeah, they got dope.
I mean, Jay and Scarface match great. Yeah. Jay and Eminem matched great. Like they sound professional on the track with Jay.
Yeah.
I think M bodied him, but that's my opinion.
He didn't body him.
I think M killed him on that verse.
He definitely bodied him. No, that's a fact.
Embodied him.
Yes. Yeah, I agree.
He couldn't body him if you gave him the bag.
I don't agree with you because Jay is up there to me too. But
Jay's the pinnacle.
I don't that's your opinion. The reason I don't necessarily agree with that assessment is because of who Jay-Z has structured himself to be as far as business outside of just an MC. Like the whole thing with when you watch all those interviews with DMX, talking about how nice he was, how Jay kind of blackballed him, had him do the whole album, got ready to do the video.
Blackball X.
Listen,
he didn't blackball X.
He blackballed
X. Hold on. Let me tell you something I know. Jay didn't blackball X. X fucked up X. Jay didn't blackball shit.
Okay. But okay, so forget about DMX. Other artists have said the same exact thing. Nori talked about how Jay got a beat before him. Kanye had a beat for him. Jay stole the beat because Jay was like that hotter. I just finished watching a video with what's my man name?
Listen, let me explain. Hey Mark, let me explain something to you.
That's Jay.
Can't nobody steal your beat. The producer is either going to give it to you or he not.
Hold on, who made the beat?
When you're the president, you get to dictate whether it's gonna be released or not.
Hey, Job.
Period.
Who made the beat? I want to know who made the beat.
Who made the beat?
Who made the beat?
The one that I was talking about?
Yeah.
Kanye.
Then no, that's J Beat because that's J Label. That man decided to Rockefeller, bro. That man decide. I don't know if people know how an album works.
Hey, Job, thank you. Hold
You gotta
on.
present that music to that man. If
Hold
that
on.
man says it's a no-go, it is a no.
Listen.
Go, bro.
You see what that says in the background, right?
What's that say?
Black Fox Records.
Fire.
So, hey Marv, I'm telling you what I know, not what I heard or speculation.
I get exactly what you're saying, but it don't change the fact. We can argue about it all day. When you're the president of the label, just like you got Black Fox, if you get to say so on whether something is going to be released or not. Period.
But here's you need to know about artists, right? They might think that album they just did is hot to death, and it don't be.
Mm-hmm.
Huh? Say again?
An artist might think the album they just did is hot to death, but it don't be.
That's true.
So, he blackballed me. No, your album wasn't right.
But also, if like y'all said earlier, we got different kind of character, right? As individuals. I know both of y'all personally. Y'all both know me personally. We meant a character, right?
Right.
But if we want to be on some grimy type stuff, and I say, you know what, John, your in mind, we're gonna put this on the shelf. Because I want to shine right now. If I'm the president, I got the right to do so.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Jay makes some sketchy moves sometimes when it comes.
Yeah, I agree with that too. Yeah,
That's all I'm saying.
Let me tell you.
And what he's saying is sometimes all he's saying is sometimes that's the
I
right move.
Because you're the artist, you think that yeah, you say you think
listen, hey, Marv, listen to this. Hey, Marv, hold on, slow down.
Jay, he's saying, for example, Jay do that because some artists think when they present their music, they think they hot, bro.
And it's not.
And yes, that don't go with you. Listen, I'm pretty sure all the rappers would like to rap on the Timberland beat or a Kanye beat or a Pharrell beat. That's not gonna happen, bro.
It's not gonna happen.
I don't want to hear dead presidents do a collab with Timberland. You understand what I'm saying?
No, I think what you're saying, but that's not.
I thought of Pharrell do not.
Hey, Marv, listen to this, right? Everybody talking about, it looks sketchy. You looking from the outside, trying to look in. Let me tell you, motherfuckers always complain after the fact. They don't never complain while they're in the middle of it.
That's all I was saying, Jew. And I'm not saying it's not inaccurate. Drew said that dude is for himself, and he be doing some dirty moves. Hold
on. If he was for self, why did he help out everybody else? Understand this. Everybody that was down with Jay made millions. Everyone. Name somebody down with Jay that didn't make millions.
No, all of them did.
And it wasn't just Jay though.
No. Marv, understand this. Marv, understand something. Dame and Biggs were not the boss. Jay was.
Okay.
I'm telling you what I know.
Okay.
Biggs was a silent partner.
Now, understand this. Name someone that didn't make millions that worked with Jay.
No, they all did. Every last one.
All made.
Okay, so what you're saying is that Jay is all about the team and making sure everybody eating all that kind of stuff there. Why was Kanye just a producer for the first 7 years with 8 years on Rockefeller?
Because you got to play your part, bro.
He had to earn his motherfucking spot.
You got to, bro.
He still had to part all that shit.
Because
you got to earn your
guy
spot.
up to the label and he make hot beats, I'm supposed to sign him automatically?
If he spits you and you think his bars is nice, absolutely.
His bars wasn't nice. He got a ghostwriter.
His bars wasn't nice. He had to get his fucking weight up.
Listen, No, Kanye was not always nice. Kanye had to hang around. Common, Consequence. He had to hang around. Other lyricists,
He had to get his fucking weight up.
Exactly. When he got his weight up, he still had to wait 4 years before he released an album with.
No, when he got his weight up. No, when he got his weight up, that's when he got signed as a rapper.
Right. That's when Jay agreed to it. Now you got your skills up. You got songs you can present. Yeah, absolutely. If Jay was like that, Jay would have jumped on Jesus Walk, a remix, anything.
A remix.
You know? He would have jumped on Old Boy remix. He would have jumped on any song. Whatever the artist's biggest song was.
You do it all the time. Like the asshole. I wanted to jump on everything that I could either, because then I'm gonna look like the bad guy. But I would pick my spots.
No, listen to me. Listen to me, right? If you jumping on everything you could, that don't make you look like the bad guy. That make it look like you helping out everybody else because you the fucking hot ticket.
All right, so put like this, because like I said, we're not gonna do like a drink champs like no 4-hour show again. We just agree to disagree. I think Jay-Z is a hell of an MC. I think Jay-Z, that's like what's his name? I think me and you talked about this on one of the older shows before too. It's like when it comes to basketball. I can't stand Michael Jordan, but I can't never bold-facedly say Mike ain't one of the best to ever do it. But as a man, I don't respect him to do it.
I don't like Michael Jordan, but he's one of the best to ever do it.
Yeah, I agree with both of you.
But my thing is this: everybody's looking. Everybody looking from the outside, talking about, oh, he doing shady shit. Why does everybody get paid though?
Right.
Kanye, billionaire. Rihanna, billionaire.
Yep. Whole staff. Name them. Hip hop, Ty,
Joe,
Dame, all of them.
And we can end the conversation.
Name one person that worked with Jay that was down, that was worth something.
Even Sauce Money made money.
That didn't make millions. Thank you.
Again, you don't have no argument from that, bruh. We agree on that.
I'm talking about Juke. I'm talking about Juke. He's saying Jay do shady shit.
Nah, Jay. He also said, listen, this is what he said. Why Jay ain't go up against Jada? Then he had to take on Jada. He's just not all that to me. We all have our opinion.
Did you hear what Jada said? You just a worker. Your boss is my man.
Ronnie said, once again, Jay-Z made Blueprint 2, Magna Carta, Volume 3, Blueprint 3, Kingdom Come. All them projects are mid at best.
Wait, hold on.
Ronnie don't know what the hell he's talking about.
Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about.
Ronnie don't know what the hell he's talking about and tell him I said so.
Yeah, Magna Carta was not a classic. And I'm a Jay-Z fan.
Who said anything about it? Listen, see, here's the problem. Oh, hey, that man got 14 #1 fucking albums. Name another rapper that got 14 #1 albums.
Nobody.
All right, then. It ain't about it being a fucking classic. You're not going to get a classic every time out. You understand?
I feel exactly what you're saying. It don't change my perspective, and our respectfully, like I said, we agree to disagree.
Right, but my thing is, I'm not
make those kind of moves.
Right, but my thing is, I'm not talking about what you saying.
Mm-hmm.
I rock with what you saying. They talking about, oh, he a snake, he this. Tell them, name somebody who didn't get fucking paid. Now,
hey, if you a pimp, right? Even your bottom bitch eat. Don't change the fact that you're a pimp.
Check this out, right? Who you rather sign with? Jay-Z or fucking Puffy?
Jay.
Yeah, Jay. That definitely. That dude. It's like asking me if I want to get status.
No, Marv. Listen to me. I'm not asking you that, Marv. I'm asking them that. Like, yo, come on, stop it. Everybody got paid with Jay. And Beanie even admitted in the fucking Drink Champs interview, yo, Jay wasn't the problem. I was.
I seen that.
He was just trying to. He was like he said. He was just trying to prepare me for something bigger to come.
Did you right, Rodney? He said. Well, you said Trey. You said name somebody else, and Rodney put up 2 good names. But the difference is now to where he gonna go on his different argument though is they ain't really put nobody on. So Rodney said Drake got at least Drake got to have 11, and Future probably got like 9.
What?
I said 14.
Yeah, 9 albums.
Oh, albums.
He been out.
But hear me out. Future and Drake, you can't just sit down and listen to a whole Future and fucking Drake album.
Yo, Drake is a machine. If you got 4 ghost writers, bro,
definitely.
Drake is a machine. You got 4 people writing for one person. I don't even want. That's just crazy.
Hey, John, but listen, even though you got 4 people still writing for one person, you still can't just sit down and listen to a whole fucking Drake album all the way through.
Nah, absolutely not.
But
but I know a lot of people that do.
The album all the way through.
I know a lot of people that do.
A Drake album?
Drake is Drake is
because he got a fan base.
Maybe not the Future.
Hey Marv.
I'm not listening to no. I can't even tell you a Future line.
Neither can I. Hey Marv, check this out, right?
I know people that listen to the Future from sun up to sundown.
Hey Marv, check this out.
Yeah.
Ain't no straight man listening to a Drake album all the way through. Let's be realistic. No straight dude, no straight hardcore hip hop head listening to a Drake album all the way through.
Oh my goodness!
You might have a point on that one.
Like, and like Josh said, Drake, and I don't like Drake, but yes, Drake is a machine.
Yeah, he is.
Because like Josh said, he got 4 people writing for him.
He got more than 4 people.
That's even worked up, but I know at least 4 have been mentioned. So if you got 4 people right.
So let me ask you about this. You think Jay write 100% of his rhymes?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Absolutely.
It's been confirmed by too many artists, bro.
Way too many artists.
It's been confirmed. Ghost S. Carter, Ghostwriter. For the right price, I can even make your shit tighter. Come on, that's a Jay line on his 3rd album.
Hey, Ja, Lil Wayne
is better than Drake.
Patent himself after Jay-Z.
Absolutely, yeah, he'll tell you that.
He'll tell you that.
Yeah, Wayne will tell you that out of his mouth.
Wayne said when he heard Jay-Z don't write shit down,
that's what he wanted to do.
That's what he wanted to do, and he ain't never wrote nothing down ever since.
Yeah.
Wayne would have been with Jay a long time ago if Birdman wasn't on some whole shit.
That's a fact too.
Oh yeah, I agree.
That's how he got Young Money.
Exactly. Let me tell you, Jay-Z.
I'm gone.
What happened?
Juice said bullshit and I'm gone.
Bullshit on what?
I don't know what part.
I'll call Juke later. But let me tell you, when Josh speak about music, I know he know what the fuck he talking about.
All right.
Oh, absolutely.
Because a lot of shit he's saying, I know about personally. So I know he know what the fuck he talking about.
But it's business too. That's the only point that I was making.
Oh yeah, and I agree with you.
When you boss, you get to call those shots. Like I said, when it comes.
But here's the thing, Marv. You have to call the shots because you are the boss. And guess what? And guess what? Everybody else that's not the boss, you got to listen to what the fuck the boss say.
Yep, absolutely. But to prove your point a little bit more, while talking about character, which I'm not sure about Jay-Z's character, me personally, as a man, is because, like I said, if I use the same analogy, me coaching Pop Warner football, right? If I'm coaching Pop Warner football, I'm the head coach. Guess who's going to be the quarterback? whoever I say is the quarterback. Whether that's the son or whether
you're gonna pick whoever's best.
I am as a man.
Right. So understand this, right? So
let me finish my point first. I coach against all these different coaches, and you see some of these jokers. Your son will never play high school football. Head coach, guess who's the quarterback? Your son, because you get to make that call.
Listen, check this out, right? And until your son gets fucking whacked in the backfield and his bitch ass quit. Because that's usually what happens to the coach's son. He only playing because daddy want him to play for the most of it. And then he get hit hard and he quit.
And he quitting. That's it for me.
And he quitting.
Unless daddy put all that beef up and fly in front of him to protect him.
It don't matter. He's still gonna get hit. I don't give a fuck how much beef you put on the line.
He's gonna get popped.
He's gonna get hit.
How nice he is.
But Mark, understand this, right? Everybody complaining about Jay. Tell me, who did he fuck over?
Nobody. Because I'm not a businessman. I'm a businessman. He's taking you better run with the run. That's the winning team. Rockefeller was
overcharging niggas for what they did to the Cold Crush.
And listen, I'm going with I'm running with Rockefeller, man, because they got money.
They got money.
Listen, bro, everybody eating over there. My ramen partner did a big he's in 99 Problems. My ramen partner, 99 Problems, bro, with his pit bull. There's a pit bull scene in 99 Problems. He in there with his pit bull. And bro, I seen that they gave him a check. I see the check stub. Rockefeller Records is just crazy. They paid him to bring.
They made sure they paid their people.
Bro, it flashed like his part in the video this fast. And it was over. And he got a check, bro.
And he got a check. Let me tell you something.
I need you to come on and tell me. I need you to come on, Rock. And if you can, but tell me your whole thing with Jay. I know it's kind of personal, but we could talk about that one on the show.
Here's the thing, right? People have experiences. Because my experience with Jay, listen, the check we was going to get cut was massive.
Okay.
But the motherfuckers I was representing couldn't hold their shit together.
Hey, Rock, can you name one? Or no, you can't name one either? Like I say, Rodney been in this industry since we doing security around all these jokers ever since we been out of high school.
Hey, Marv. Now listen to this. I've been in it since 1987.
Okay. So, but Rod said he definitely done fucked over some folk. And if you never been around Jay-Z or in a room with Jay, you won't know.
Let me tell you.
Let me say, can I say this?
Go ahead, John.
Everybody get fucked over in hip hop. Karis One said this in the interview.
That's in music, period. Even gospel.
Music, period, yes. And Karis One once said in the interview, he said, every rap artist get robbed their first album. He said, I don't care who you are. He said, if you don't think you got robbed on your first album, right now you're still getting robbed.
You're still getting robbed. Now check this.
That's the biggest jewel.
Exactly. Now, John, check this one out, right? Everybody that got a problem with Jay tried to get over on Jay, but he beat him to it.
Yeah.
Because he saw what they was doing. So that makes him the bad guy because he didn't let you fuck him.
Yeah. Yeah, every time.
Let me tell you, Marv, when it comes down to doing business with me, you know what they call me? An asshole. You know why they call me an asshole? Because you can't get over on me.
Yeah.
When they can't get over on you, you're an asshole. When a woman is about her business, you know what she is? A bitch. She ain't no bitch. She's a businesswoman and you can't get over on her. When you can't get over on somebody, that's when you become all the bad things.
Yeah, you're not going along with the program.
You're not going along with the program.
I hear exactly what you're saying. I'm not arguing that point because we all going to see how we feel it. All I'm saying is you could be an asshole, you could be a president, you could be whatever you want to be because you don't owe me nothing at the end of the day. But it don't change the fact that if you grimy in certain situations, you're grimy.
But what situation has he been grimy in?
I can't talk about it. Roddy said he can't talk about it. But I know it's true. I know
Okay.
he
He
did
got a non-disclosure?
dirty.
He got a non-disclosure?
It's just like you wouldn't tell us who was ghostwriter for MC Light last week. We don't violate like that.
Because he has a non-disclosure. That's why. But if he didn't have a non-disclosure, I tell you.
I expose his ass.
Right. Now, does he have a non-disclosure?
I don't know. But I know Roddy ain't gonna lie to me. I know that much.
Listen. Rodney probably tried to get over, and it didn't go in his favor. Or he didn't negotiate. The negotiation didn't go the way he wanted it to go. It's a bunch of possibilities. Since he's not talking about it, we're going to throw hypotheticals out there.
Yeah, that's the whole point.
You know what I'm saying?
All I know is Rockefeller passed out a whole lot of money, and Jay-Z done hired a whole lot of black people that got rich off of him.
Exactly. Jada made billionaires.
Off of that, a whole lot of them. There's a whole lot of them.
Put it like this. You got more people that give you good stories than bad stories about him.
I tell you this, people that ain't even signed to him no more still rock their Rockefeller charm.
Oh, yeah.
Including Jazzo. And Jazzo left the label. He wasn't never signed to the label.
No, because you know why Jazzo was never signed to the label? Because he didn't sign his contract.
He's a fool. He's a fool. I'll be the Sauce Money. Another one. He made millions. Another one that made millions from Jay.
Yep. And blew. Let me tell you, majority of the ones that made millions with Jay blew the money. They blew the money.
I'm gonna say this. All the people that work with Jay all became millionaires, like you said.
Yeah.
Which artists never got rich?
I'll wait.
All of them got rich. All of them was millionaires, bro. Siegel. Everybody that was signed to Rockefeller was paid. Freeway.
Gun and Neef. They weren't even putting nothing out, but they had money.
Money. It was retarded. They were talking, bro. That's crazy, man. It was crazy.
Let me tell you. Check this one out, right? When Jay-Z did the song with Fat Joe, what happened to Fat Joe?
He blew up. You get them.
I'm not arguing that point. I'm not arguing the point. Did Jay-Z make people money? Absolutely. Did Michael Jordan make people money? Absolutely. You know what I mean?
Put it like this. There's always going to be somebody unhappy with how you did what you did.
And that's life, whether you got money or not.
Right. You understand? So just because an individual is unhappy doesn't mean that the other individual did something shiesty or fucked up.
Right.
Now, I ain't saying he never did.
Yeah, I'm not saying because I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Right, because I don't know.
They didn't either.
What happened?
I said that it's a two-sided coin, because just because somebody didn't do that don't mean in some cases that they did do that.
Right. And but listen, and that's my point. I'm not saying he didn't fuck somebody over. He probably fucked a few people over. But what I'm saying in totality, everybody that worked with him, if you signed your contract, you got rich.
Yeah. Basically, yeah.
Nobody has made more millionaires in this game than Jay-Z.
Nope.
Name another rapper that helped put out other rappers and they got rich like that.
Name another black man that made more millionaires than Jay-Z.
I'll wait.
Yeah.
Not even Russell Simmons has made more millionaires.
Absolutely not. Now, if anybody was fucking somebody over, it was definitely Russell. Okay?
There you go.
Him and Leor was definitely getting them, bro.
Yeah.
That's why when Rockefeller, Murder Inc., Rough Riders, all of their deals was distribution with Def Jam. None of them was signed with Def Jam.
None of them.
All they deals with distribution. They ain't not fooling with Russell.
Right. And you want to know why Murder Inc. and everything did so motherfucking well? Because they had Jay behind them.
Absolutely. Of course. Herb knew what to, listen, Herb will tell you. Herb will tell you himself. Jay didn't need nobody.
Nope.
He
Jay didn't need nobody.
bro.
They needed Jay.
Absolutely, bro. Bleak, or Drake Bleak is like, I knew. Bleak said as a kid, I knew whatever he doing, that's what I want to do, bro.
Yo,
I seen him say that.
wait. What about the story? Bleak was like, yo, he had $100,000 in the drawer.
Oh, and I asked for $100. $100.
Right, and I asked for 100.
To their point, though, I mean, I'm tired of talking about Jay-Z, but to your point, he definitely made he got. It ain't no question whether he got money or did he not make millionaires. That's not even debatable. All I'm saying is just like you can relate, being in the industry like you are. I say the same thing when it comes to church. You don't do the church thing, but I've been in church. I've been an ordained minister, and one thing I always try to tell people when it comes to church is everybody can't handle what goes on behind that curtain. Everybody can't handle what goes on behind the veil. Does that mean all pastors?
I understand.
Does that mean that all pastors are crooked? Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. You got some that mean what they say and say what they mean, and they really about the congregation.
And they live the life that they preach about, and they believe
exactly, and they live the life they preach about.
But
and I'm saying is that man lived the life he preached about. That man took care of the people around him.
Yeah.
That man, listen, the check that I was going to get cut, it had a lot of fucking zeros behind it.
DJ Clue, another millionaire.
Yeah.
He was signed to Rockefeller too.
Let me tell you. Come on. Listen. The check I was getting cut had 7 zeros.
Nice.
But grown ass men who they didn't trust themselves blew the deal. Cameron ain't go platinum until Jay jumped on the song with him.
Facts.
Jay made Dipset hot.
Yeah, he probably made Cam a millionaire too.
Cam, I done seen Cam say that.
Yeah, and Cam about his business.
Cam say he's shiesty too, but he won't take that from Jay. He said he will. Jay showed him how to get it, but he said at the same time Jay don't pull some fuckboy moves too. In the process.
Here's the thing, right? If you get a motherfucker before they get you, that don't mean you pulled the fuckboy move. You saw they was trying to get you and you got them.
It don't, but never mind. Like I said, I'm not gonna keep going on this back and forth all day. But just somebody don't do no fuckboy shit, don't mean that they don't do it. I ain't in no room with Jay-Z. So here's
the thing, right? Motherfuckers will try to make you the bad guy because they couldn't screw you over. That's all I'm saying.
That is true in some cases. And guess what? Some guys paint you the bad picture, the bad guy, because you did try to screw them over. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Jay is not God incarnated. He ain't perfect. He's just
the God of hip hop.
He done did, but I can't say, just like I can't say that he did, I'm not going to sit here and defend him to say that he ain't never did nobody dirty.
But see, here's the thing. No one is saying that. No one is saying. What we're saying is, name somebody he did business with that didn't get paid.
I don't know.
That's the point I'm making, because you compare them to Michael Jordan, and Jordan don't have. What black people did he make millionaires? I don't know no black millionaires Jordan made.
Nah, he got some blacks on in his.
I don't know. I never heard
Jordan
of that.
don't even
I
like
heard
black
of Kevin
people.
Garnett. I heard of LeBron. I heard of a
They
couple.
made LeBron a billionaire.
Yeah, that's another one. Absolutely. But I never heard. I never heard of Michael Jordan. I don't know one black who. I don't even know black people that hang around Michael Jordan. You want to be honest?
Because Jordan don't like black people.
Down him.
Yeah. Nah, he got a few jokers that he came up with that's in Wilmington that's eating with the car dealerships and all that kind of stuff there. That's millionaires.
See, I don't know. I know that. I know he got money invested into prisons.
Yeah, it's very few.
That I do know for a fact.
I know Jay been helping motherfuckers get out of prison.
That's a fact too. That's a fact.
So kudos to Jay-Z. All right, how we going to end this off? Cause we gonna get out of here soon. But now that we done did our top 10, and our top 10 was pretty much identical.
Pretty much for the most of it, yes.
Yeah, that's a fact.
1 or 2. What about some of these ones that we didn't get to mention, like we did last week? Overrated.
Like Dipset.
Huh?
We ain't mentioned Dipset.
Yeah.
We ain't mentioned Terror Squad.
Nah. Nope.
Yeah, because this one was a problem.
We didn't mention
Let me think. Boot Camp Clip.
We didn't mention them.
We said we didn't mention Boot Camp early, but yeah.
We didn't mention Goody Mob.
I did. I mentioned them earlier. But top 10.
What you mean? That's nice, or you just naming groups?
At this point, I'm just naming groups.
Oh yeah, because I'm trying to.
Top 10.
Goody Mob wasn't nice.
They not in our top 10, but they honorable mention. You know what I mean?
Not really. What songs did Goody Mob really make outside of me and outside of the help me out, Ja.
The window.
Yeah. Who's that looking in your window?
I'm not a fan of Goody Mob either.
Listen, outside of that song, as a group, what did Goody Mob do?
I couldn't tell you. Honestly.
Now, when CeeLo left the group, he took off.
Yeah, like Buster.
Yeah.
Because nobody else want to hear nobody else in that group.
Thought Process. That was dope. Cell Therapy. That was a classic.
Yeah, but you gotta go searching for it though, Marv.
That's who. Dude, I gotta do that's about anybody. I'm old now.
That's bullshit. I'm older.
You just named the songs. I don't know none of them songs. I couldn't tell you one bar from any of them songs.
Hey, Marv.
Cell Therapy was one that.
Hey, Marv, listen.
Who's that
You don't have to go look up a classic.
Soul Food was a classic.
I couldn't tell you one bar from that song, bro.
I've never heard none of those titles, bro.
Lottie Dottie is a classic.
Thank you.
Listen, Lottie Dottie is a classic.
Children's Story is a classic.
Children's Story is a classic, bro. Okay?
The Bridge is Over is a classic. That Kill That Noise is a classic.
We're not doing that. We are not doing that. That's why they hate me in Virginia, bro. Because I got to explain to them all the time, bro. No. Goody Mob is not no best group, nothing, bro.
No.
Sorry, no.
No.
No. Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
No.
Never.
Like you said, CeeLo Green jumped out the group and it was the death of them. I never heard anything else about them.
They had 3 more after CeeLo. They ain't do major numbers though.
CeeLo was the star of the group.
They didn't do major numbers when they was Goody. What are you talking about?
They didn't do numbers when they was Goody Mob. They didn't even go gold.
No.
Them brothers was known on the strength of Outkast, bro. They was
exactly.
Family.
Let me tell you.
That's the thing. That's the way they formatted it though.
No, listen. They got on because they fucked with Outkast, and they said we're gonna put our boys on, and they put their boys on, and their boys couldn't do it.
Dude, watch the documentary with DTP the dude that created it, with the basement down there. Goody Mob was the first group on Outkast, and they put out that was a bit like you were talking about earlier, a business decision to put Outkast out first. Goody Mob was already and they was writing CeeLo, Big Git, and Cujo. All three of them were writing rap. They were writing along with not all this stuff, but they was writing for Big Boy, and they was writing with Andre 3000 and Killer Mike.
They should have had Killer Mike and Big Boy and Andre Wright for them.
Well, guess what? You know what they should have did? They should have kept that shit for themselves.
I agree.
Bro, I don't even know Cujo.
Who is cool? That's the dog from the movie.
Man. I don't know these niggas, bro. I can't tell you. I know, but I don't know them, bro. Because I know hip hop, I know them. But
they wasn't play like that.
Any bar from them, bro.
That's because like you said they wasn't getting no play like that unless you was watching BET Cut, all that kind of stuff there. But
Hey, Marv,
like that.
Here's what you got to understand. At that point in time, the boundaries were broken in hip hop.
Not true.
John, am I right or wrong? At that time, the boundaries were broken in hip hop, and we was listening. If it was hot, we was listening to it at that point in time.
But you still don't know Pastor Troy's song, and Pastor Troy was hot in the mid '90s.
All right, listen. And I mean, just
Pastor Troy. Pastor Troy was he was local famous,
but he was selling. He wasn't
local. He was local famous.
Dude,
he was local famous. Absolutely.
He was local famous, bro.
But it's just like with the indies, like in Too Short. You can call it whatever you want to. I could be local if I could sell 100,000 tapes.
But Too Short was more than local famous.
Yeah, he was on tour with NWA and Kid.
I'm talking about the same way Too Short started. I ain't talking about overall. I'm talking about the same way he started, the same way P started. A lot of these Southern rappers, everybody wasn't selling 10,000 copies out their trunk. Pastor Troy was one of those ones. He's selling 100,000 out the trunk, bro.
Listen.
That's money, though.
Listen, he was local famous. I sold 10,000 copies of one of our albums out the trunk. It's not hard. It's not hard to sell 10,000 copies out the trunk.
Numbers.
What happened?
10,000 and 100,000 is two different numbers.
Marv, you just said he sold 10,000 out the trunk.
I said he sold 100,000 out of his trunk.
You said 10 first.
As an indie.
Marv, listen to me. He's local famous.
And I'll take that. If I'm selling, that's all I said. If I'm selling 100,000 out of my truck, right, with no distribution, no labor, no nothing else, guess what? I ain't got no problem with being local. The rest of the world ain't got to know me as long as I'm eating and my family eating.
Listen, E40 is a legend in the Bay Area. I don't care what they say out of California, whatever LA, Mount Rushmore, whatever they got, that nigga's not it. He is not. I never heard E40. Bro, I couldn't tell you an E40 bar, bro, until he did that song with Big Sean.
There you go.
Wait.
Okay.
But he got money. He not paid.
Hold on.
But bro, it's not about. Here's the thing. We're not talking about getting paid. Because if we're talking about getting paid, we got to go back to the top of the food chain. Ain't none of them more paid than Jay.
And he sold stuff out his trunk too.
Right. And it's not about getting paid. It's about who knows your body of work. And the kid Pastor Troy, he local famous.
Yeah,
I'm not saying that being local famous is a bad thing. I'm just saying he didn't make as much noise in other places that he did where he was at. Simply that.
And that goes for a lot of them.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what I'm
Black Moon. Black Moon didn't make no noise probably past Philly.
Probably not even that far.
Right.
Probably Bed-Stuy, and that was it, bro.
Exactly.
We fucked with Black Moon, but Black Moon was not. They wasn't that for
They
everybody.
wasn't it.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, they stole a song from fucking Vid. Who got the props?
Fuck all of that. Buckshot did an album with KRS-One. Okay, you did an album with KRS-One, bro.
You did.
And you still didn't, and people still don't know you, bro.
Yeah.
That's terrible. That's terrible.
What kind of numbers did he do? He did a number. He did an album with KRS-One, but how much did Black Moon sell? Even in around the way.
I couldn't tell you.
They fell short of gold.
Okay.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you. Don't even give me the line. They didn't do no numbers. I know that they ain't do no numbers.
They did more than 100,000.
Yeah, they definitely did more than 100,000.
And that's what I'm saying. Even up there, because our standard and what we like is totally different. All I'm saying is, if I could do 100,000, 500,000, whatever those numbers is, and I got the whole state of Georgia rocking with me, versus going gold in New York where everybody know my name, I'm taking Georgia every day of the week.
Nah, I'm not doing that. Give me
I'm
New
not
York.
doing that.
Nope.
You want to know why? Because
Nope.
everybody knows your name, gets you out further to do bigger and better business.
That's all I was about to say.
If you don't capitalize off it, that's on you.
In New York is on.
But that's still case by case, because like y'all said, we talking about Buckshot Shorty. Buckshot Shorty was nice like that. Like you say, ain't nobody, there wasn't no colleges down south calling for Buckshot Shorty to come to no shows.
He didn't capitalize off it. You have to understand.
And you talking an earlier period in hip hop when he came out. He was out in 92, 93. Pastor Troy was out in what, 95, 96?
I don't know.
No, I'm talking them off. Like 95, 96, Pastor Troy. That's
mid-90s.
Maybe after that. It was like 97, 98,
Yeah.
Pastor Troy.
Or was it in the 2000s?
It
was right
before. Was it in the 2000s?
It was before the 2000s.
It was before 2000s, yeah.
It was before my son was born. So you talking like 96, 97.
And I mean, his slow title.
Yeah, it's somewhere around there. So you're talking two different eras and times in hip hop as far as selling out the trunk, as far as
and doing numbers.
Yeah, like they're different numbers. Buckshot, he wasn't like that in Bed-Stuy. Niggas in Brooklyn wasn't like, that's our boy. And he
was just Buckshot was all right.
Yeah, and Pastor Troy, I don't know. I never listened to his music, but they love him in Atlanta. Yes, I agree with that.
That's like
I'd rather by Buckshot not going platinum, he was able to do other songs and adventures with different MCs with like Tupac. Tupac was fucking with Buckshot Shorty. He did an album with KRS-One, not because he was a platinum album, not because he sold anything out the trunk, but because he didn't take the Pastor Troy route. I don't want to just be the man in my state.
He wanted to be renowned.
Exactly. I would rather try to go and get that money. Like I would rather want to be worldwide than be local.
Now, hey, Ja. Now I will say this. Overseas, on the other hand.
Yeah, that's a whole nother game. That's a whole nother game. Because they rock with totally different MCs than we do in America.
Right. Let me ask you this. Like, all right, so again, it sounds like we just agree to disagree, because I feel what y'all saying and I respect it. But Devin the Dude, do you rock with Devin the Dude?
No.
Devin the Dude that sold over 10 million records.
Yes.
I don't care.
Yes, but Devin, hold on. Devin the Dude, Marv, hold on. Devin the Dude didn't sell 10 million records by himself.
What are you talking? What you mean? He didn't sell them by himself.
Devin the Dude sold 10 million records by featuring on other people's shit.
Oh, yeah, see.
Name a Devin the Dude that album.
I can't.
He doesn't have an album.
I don't even know he was a rapper. To be
10
honest,
whether you want to call it features, solos, or whatever, collabos, 10 million is 10 million sold, bro.
Marv, listen to me. No, 10 million. Listen, he sold 10 million because he was on songs with Tupac, bro. He ain't sell 10 million because he sold 10 million on the strength of him.
He sold at least 6-7 million just because he was on the strip.
All right, check this out. Do It All from the Lords of the Underground has a platinum plaque, but the Lords of the Underground overall don't. Why is that?
that's crazy.
Why is that? Because he was on Biggie. Live for the funk. I died for the funk. So he got a platinum plaque for that. Devin the Dude did not sell 10 million on his own.
And that was Mr. Funky, wasn't it? That was Mr. Funky that was sampled, not Dude.
No, that was
Dude.
Chief Rocker.
Yeah. And but Dude probably wrote it.
For the funk. That's Chief Rocker.
Yeah.
Right. Dude probably wrote it though. Who knows? But he has a platinum plaque, but the group overall doesn't.
That's crazy.
Like Devin the Dude doesn't have an album.
That was my next question. How you sell 10 million if he ain't got an album out?
Because he was featured on shit.
Who got albums?
He got an album?
Yeah.
All right. That's what I said. I don't know this. I don't know this nigga.
And that's all I'm saying. That's why I'm not really arguing about it, because it's not like we know these artists. My point is, I learned this when I moved to Little Rock, bro. There's jokers that like 3 6 Mafia, Project Pat.
Don't get it fucked up. 3 6 Mafia sells.
Dude, they making all kind of money whether we buying them or not. Because
no. Hold on. 3 6 Mafia was tight, bro.
3 6 Mafia got a lot of hits.
Let me wait. But before I forgot the name of their crew. Just like Atlanta got DTP. That whole Memphis thing, before 3 6 Mafia blew up and did the Hustle and Flow, they was all still eating in the South.
Yeah, because they still had Tear the Club Up. They had hits way before all of that.
They had hits, bro.
They had hits, bro.
They had hits.
Project Pat is like they OG, just like Big Daddy Kane is for us.
Yeah, I know. They all under their umbrella. I understand.
Wait.
I understand what you're saying.
But I've heard of Project Pat.
Project Pat, that's all under their umbrella.
But I know Project Pat. I don't know Pastor Troy.
No, you won't. And that's the point. That's the other point I was making. I would rather get the international exposure, especially as an artist.
Right.
Like, I don't want to be a local artist.
Hey, Ja, you get that international. When you go overseas, the money is crazy.
Yeah, the money is totally different, bro. Absolutely.
I'd
rather be known worldwide, bro. That's a whole different market across seas, bro.
Exactly, because once you leave here and go across seas, them numbers change drastically.
What's old boy name from
You said what?
Devin the Dude has 11 studio albums.
I ain't never heard not one of them.
I can't tell you one.
Don't take the fact though. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, terrible. I couldn't tell you one.
But wait, do me a favor, right?
And it's
what is his most selling album?
I don't know. What did it sell for? I've never heard of this thing ever, bro.
Oh no, I've heard of Devin the Dude.
I mean, I've heard of him, but I never heard anything from him. What did he do? What did he spit? I don't care how many Outlaws got songs with Pop. I don't care. like this nigga trash, bro. I don't know this nigga. Listen, bro, you gotta be somebody, man. If you gonna bring somebody up in hip hop, you gotta be somebody. Everybody the man in their hood, bro.
Facts.
I'm the man in my fucking hood too, bro. So Pat, whatever, what's his name, Pastor Troy, whatever. Yeah.
And I feel you on that. What I'm saying though is, I would take being the man in my hood, in a big ass hood, whether it's down south, whether it's the Midwest, versus over being
Marv,
like
you taking the short,
us.
you taking the short end of the stick.
What's the purpose of doing music? You trying to get your music across to everybody, no?
Yes.
I'm trying to make money.
Oh, that's something totally different. Then you don't need to be a
Bruh,
musician.
most motherfuckers that's doing music
Don't
ain't
be an
trying to make
artist.
money.
Yeah, then don't
They
be an
wanted
artist. Then.
everybody to
you
hear
in the
their
wrong
music.
field. You need to go get a label if that's the case.
Right. Because majority of the people that was doing music, they wanted people to hear their music.
Absolutely.
The majority, yeah.
The money came with this new generation.
Yeah, that's all they know.
Biggie started that.
I do agree with that.
They're like, oh, so and so got mad money. So and so made. That don't make you dope, bro.
Nope.
That don't make you dope. MCs is just hopeless. Thinking record sales make them the dopest.
Exactly.
What is it, bro?
No, it's not all record sales, but it is a factor.
Hey, Mark, but this is what you got to this is what you got to understand, right? Being renowned, selling 100,000 on a label and being renowned and selling 100,000 out your trunk. I want to sell 100,000 and be renowned. Why? Because there's more money on that end. If we're talking about money, there's more money on that end because there's more opportunities.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Rob made a good point too. A lot of these cats that we never even heard of, like to y'all point, that overseas money is different. There's a lot of cats that's doing overseas shows that you, like you said, I ain't never even heard of this dude, but they know who he is in Germany. They know who he is in Switzerland.
Let me tell you something. Right? The artifacts travel overseas on the regular.
Getting money.
They are household names over there.
Mm-hmm.
Know what I'm saying? That's like motherfucking Ella Sensei and Sadat X got an album together.
Yeah, I knew that. If I was my cousin so low, Team Hami and all them niggas.
Yep.
Yo, what's Mr. Funky Man? He live in Germany. What's the name? Do it all. Say he ain't coming back to the States.
Yeah. He ain't coming back. He living good over there.
They said they love him over there. They loved him over there, bro.
And he stayed.
Yeah. That's my point. Like, but it's a lot of Southern cats that we never heard of or we don't rock with.
But that's the whole thing. The Southern cats don't go overseas like the New York cats and Jersey cats.
Yeah, because they got records. They got charges. They can't go. I think Trick Daddy was on parole for 20 years when he came out.
There's a lot of dope MCs up north that can't go over there, but there's a lot of jokers from the south that's over there. I'm telling you, Roddy work with these people. They doing big numbers overseas, bro.
I believe
already
it, bro.
Said that though.
I believe
that already.
Like I said, the music business across seas, that's a different market, bro.
It's a whole different animal.
Jay was eating. Are you crazy? They love Jay over.
Love him.
What?
Love him.
Yeah, Jay-Z though. Like, yeah, Jay gonna eat wherever he at.
Yeah, they love Ye over there too.
Yeah, they love him. Here's the thing.
Rock, give me one. Give me one of the South rappers that we might not know that's eating overseas.
Yeah, I would like to know one.
Because he said that Dubai is different.
Well, I would like to know who.
Outside of Outkast and Luda.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Rock, give me somebody
and T.I.
You know, like name that we know.
Don't name none of the usual suspects. Because T.I. eating overseas.
Yeah, he gotta be, bro.
Jeezy eating overseas.
Yeah, definitely.
See, for me, those are the cats that stood out.
Definitely. No Luda eating. I don't care. Luda's He's a household name, bro. He's famous, bro. How many Fast and Furious movies he was in? 7?
No.
I think 8.
9.
He was in 8.
9.
He wasn't
That's
in the
even-
first 3.
Nah, he wasn't in the first 2.
Yeah, he wasn't in the first 2, and they only got 10.
Yeah, he definitely wasn't
Nah,
in the
he
first 2.
was in the second
one
one.
was Bow Wow. He
Yeah,
was
I
not
was
in the
about to say Bow Wow was in the second one.
He was
the
in the
second one was Tokyo
no. That was 3.
Nah, that was part 2, Tokyo Drift.
Nah, Tokyo Drift wasn't. Tokyo
Yeah, that was
Drift
part
wasn't.
2. That's when
Dude,
they
I'm
just went left out of
I'm
nowhere.
Fast Furious now.
Tokyo Drift is the third one.
Nah, it's the second.
The second one. Nah, Tokyo Drift is not the second.
Now I'm telling you, my G, it's definitely the second one because I watched the first one and I was like, all right, I'll watch part 2. Part 2 had nothing to do with part 1. I said, yo, they
And it was
fucked up the
trash.
whole franchise. I never forget that, bro.
Right, because Tokyo Drift was But I know Luda was, whenever Luda popped up, he was in them ever since.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think they kept everybody from the cast ever since when Luda, like Tyrese too.
Right. The only person they
Yeah,
didn't keep was Jin.
Yeah, that was the 4th one.
Yeah. I forgot
Okay.
Jim was in there, yeah. Damn, that's right. Jim was in that motherfucker.
Yeah. So who did Rodney say?
And I don't know if I don't even think he's still on the live.
You probably not.
Yeah, I don't even know how long ago that was, but he'll get back to me and we'll pick it up on the next one. I'll make sure he get it to me before the week over. And for the record, you're right. Tokyo Drift was the 3rd one.
Okay.
Wow.
It was Fast and Furious, Too Fast, Too Furious, then
Right.
Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift.
Oh, duh.
Because you
Too
gotta
Fast,
understand,
Too
because
Furious.
that's when Brian was on the run and he went to go meet his man Tej.
Yeah.
That's with Tyrese.
Cause old boy got killed in the first one. And the second one was still in state. What's the little dude? He had he's not OCD, but dang, I can't think of his name. He was real cool, the young boy. The young boy that got killed. Remember he raced for his car and he wound up losing and he drove on out the stadium, out the desert.
Yeah.
And they wound up killing
the first one.
Yeah. But the second one was still stateside. The third one was
the second one was with Tyrese and Luda. Yeah, the second one was with Tyrese, Luda, Jin. Yeah, Tyrese was only Luda was only not in 2 of them.
Right, Future, Migos, Jeezy, Rick Ross, Flo Rida. Yeah, I did hear Flo Rida be eating over there too. And Soldier Boy.
I said not the usual suspects.
Yeah, I don't follow none of them niggas anyways. So
yeah, Flo Rida is a usual suspect.
Yeah, they
and
listen.
Soldier Boy definitely getting money everywhere he go.
Listen,
because he was like that boy. Yeah,
Soldier Boy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Listen, but those are the
thing and all that did.
But that wasn't the question. The question was what local cat is over there. We know the usual suspects. If you had more than one major hit, we know you over there.
So Flo Rida local. We know who he is. We know his name.
Flo Rida universal.
Nah, Flo Rida is worldwide, bro.
Give me one Flo Rida line or one Flo Rida song.
Boots with the fur.
That was my go-to. That's my go-to song.
Get low.
Give me one more.
I can't because I don't listen to him. I couldn't give you no Trick Daddy either. But I rock with Trick Daddy.
Listen, you gotta understand something. Flo Rida, understand this. Flo Rida don't even have a fucking album.
That's even worse. The nigga
Who?
dropped singles.
Flo Rida ain't got no album.
He done dropped the album before.
I don't believe so.
I don't know.
Flo Rida was the single king.
He said, yeah, he was because he was producing a lot of them.
You damn Skippy. Like my thing is later for the cats that had major hits. Flo Rida had a major hit. Soulja Boy, major hit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but they know Rock. Well, he said Glorilla just came out and she stayed tour booked over there.
I don't follow
Once again.
her. I don't even know. I couldn't even tell you. I'm
Once
sorry.
again, the chick Glorilla, she more famous than the nigga Pastor Troy.
Yeah, I definitely heard of her.
Right.
Yeah, because it's like that now.
Right. So of course we talking old cats from that from the South. Old cats from the South that didn't have major hits, but they was hitting in the South.
And
Like
Flo Rida
East
got
Side,
four
East
studio
Side
albums.
boys. You said what?
Flo Rida got 4 albums.
Okay.
4?
Yeah.
Okay.
I couldn't tell you how many albums Pitbull got.
Right, because I've only heard singles from him.
Yep.
Yeah, because we ain't buying his album.
Absolutely not.
No.
Who else? Let me see real quick. We're gonna get out of here after this. I'm looking up. I'm curious. I'm curious after talking all this Pastor Choice stuff. I'm just curious how many albums he had.
I couldn't tell you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
But I definitely heard of Flo Rida.
10, 11, 12.
And he definitely got a hit.
Right.
Definitely. Pastor Troy, We Ready is not a hit. That's just a popular song that niggas was rocking with. I'm sorry.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
Let me see.
13, 14, 15.
And he had beef with Master P. That's why he really famous.
I don't even recognize him.
Hey, hey, Jay, I'm about to say look him up because it's on there. He got quite a few albums.
Who, Pastor Troy?
Listen.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
But see, here's the thing. You can have a bunch of albums and still not be known.
No Limit. No Limit Records will tell you that.
Ask Silk the Shocker.
Yeah. Oh my God. That nigga was beyond. Bruh, I couldn't even tell you, bro. You only on because of your brother. Point blank, period.
And he was okay with that.
Yeah.
And he was okay with that.
Absolutely, because he was gonna become a millionaire.
Exactly. Percy, my brother. He gonna make sure I eat, just like y'all talking about Jay.
Yeah.
Percy, make sure he gonna eat.
Oh, wait. That's another cat that made millionaires.
A lot of black men. You right.
Yeah, absolutely.
You right.
Absolutely.
Let me tell you, he got Snoop out of a bad situation.
He saved Snoop's life.
Yes. And Snoop will tell you that.
Yeah,
And
Snoop will tell you.
And who did he say taught him the game? Jay Prince. Houston.
Who? Master P?
Yeah.
Did he?
He said Jay Prince the one that took him under his wing.
Because I heard something different today.
Yeah.
From Master P.
You see him say today?
He said Tupac showed him the ropes. Okay?
Yeah, that's
and I didn't even know
what
Tupac was around Master P.
Yeah, he did. I have seen him say where Tupac showed him some things, but as far as being a CEO and showing him how to be a boss, he said that was nobody but Jay Prince.
That's a smart man to learn from.
He said Jay Prince was the one that really put him on with Rap-A-Lot. Because Rap-A-Lot was the first really independent label that like really blew up like that.
No.
Def Jam, bro.
Def Jam.
Stop, man.
I mean,
Def Jam, bro.
Def Jam always been Def Jam, even though it was a startup, like Def Jam, and then you had Rap-A-Lot.
No.
No.
And then you had Two Live Crew,
Uptown
whatever
Records.
Luke Skywalker Records.
Uptown Records.
Uptown Records.
Tommy Boy.
So there was a lot before that nigga. Don't listen to Jay Prince, bro. He wasn't the first black independent, nothing.
Let me tell you, man, a lot of these cats want to be bigger than what they truly are.
A whole lot of them.
Rap-A-Lot Records was founded in 1986.
Okay. Where you going with this one?
No, I'm just saying. So
Def Jam is before that.
Def Jam might have been before that, but it wasn't a whole lot before that because Def Jam was like the first one.
Def Jam, yeah. What you mean a whole lot? What do you mean? Like they didn't have a lot of artists? A lot of what?
Who you say? You said Loud. You said who else you say?
No, I ain't say Loud.
Nobody ain't say Loud.
Black owned.
Who did you say?
We said Uptown.
Yeah,
How about Flavor Unit? When was Flavor Unit?
Flavor Unit was the 90s.
That was the 90s.
No.
Yes,
Flavor Unit is 80s, bro.
No, Flavor Unit was 90s, bro.
When Latifah dropped? 89?
Flavor Unit was
88.
89, 88, Lakim Shabazz.
Somewhere around there.
Yes, that was like 1990s.
No, it was
no, bro. No. Naughty by Nature came in 91, bro. Latifah
it was in the 80s.
She was on the Buddy remix. She was on the original Buddy with De La Soul and Jungle Brothers. We not doing that, man. No, bro. We not taking none of Jersey's history. No.
At all.
No, bro. Flavor Unit is definitely one of the first black labels in hip hop, bro.
Definitely.
Jersey is on the fucking map. They always try to erase us from hip hop. We not doing that, man.
Always.
Damn, my phone down.
According to Wikipedia, Flavor Unit's record started in 1993. Like you said, Latifah was out, but her and Lakim ain't start stuff like I used to bowl with Apache in Jersey City. Like her and Lakim, they started getting Flavor Unit in order. Like
let me let you know. No, the paperwork was probably solidified in 93, but there was Flavor Unit before that.
Let me see.
I think Ja phone died on him off.
All right.
Yeah,
man, it's 11 o'clock, man. We about to get out of here anyway, man.
We always doing this, bro.
Exactly, yo. We got to stick to an hour, man. I'll be going back. I got to chop these jokers up. I got to go back and edit them and break them down.
Man, listen, that just means you got content for days.
That's it.
That's all. You can't be mad at the 3-hour bangs. But I'm going to let you get up out of here, man. Go ahead, do what you do, and I'm going to holler at you later.
All right, man. You be safe, man. Y'all be easy out there.
All right, peace.
Peace.